to obviously come across this strange crown that you'd found in some underground crypt, taken it to where you thought it came from, the city of Israel, up high in the mountains, and convinced the guard to let you through the gates. I believe by showing them said crown. After other attempts weren't as successful. You were taken to the Lord or the Lord to be of the mountain or of the city itself, who rewarded you quite handsomely for returning the artifact to them. The artifact being the lost crown of Israel, and has kind of given you permission and his blessing to kind of roam the city as you guys see fit, purchase from vendors, even give you a bit of a discount at the Lord's Armory, and has even handed on a little taste of the potential for work, if you wanted it, to go see Selwyn, who runs the Lord's Armory, if you were interested. We kind of left off last time. You guys had just been to the Lord's Armory. You'd spoken to the lady that was running it, or the lady that was behind the counter. I believe purchased a couple of potions and some commissioned some special moon-touched items that would be ready by the next morning. And she had told you, I believe, that Selwyn would be down in the workshop district, which is where he spends most of his time making the magical items. And last I have notes, it's early morning still. There was discussion of heading to a temple which had been organised by the lords for you. So I guess it all comes down to what do you guys want to do?
Which very much like to go to the temple.
So
However-
is it? Oh, never mind. Right.
No, go on.
Is it early morning, like of the next day, or
Yes,
is it like the?
you guys have spent one night in Israel. You arrived quite late at night,
Right.
and then you were put up in the Crimson Horn for the night. Then yeah, got up in the morning and went shopping. So you still have a
Right.
day basically until your custom
Dagger.
items are made. But
Dagger.
We like to go to the temple. However, obviously, other people might not care about that. So
I'll go to the temple.
Brannon will absolutely not go to the temple.
edgy boy.
Edge Lord.
So are some people going to go to the temple? Some people
Yeah.
not? Are we splitting up? That's doable. I can manage that, I think.
I will probably join at the temple.
The
What?
temple gang.
I'm only going to ask about my dad. So
Yeah.
I imagine that some of you may be sick of hearing about my bloody dad at this point, and you
I
may
am.
not want to come. Then don't come. You have to come.
Oh, I'm sick of it. I don't want to come then.
That's fine.
I don't want to go.
So
I think it'd be intriguing looking at it.
Gilbert and Erin, all three of you are going to the temple, are you?
Yeah.
And then Brannon and Sean are doing something else?
I've got nothing to do. I'm just waiting, I guess.
I've
Just
got
chilling,
nothing
yeah.
either.
That's fine. Well, we'll go ahead. And you guys, the three of you that are making your way to the temple, you remember being told it was back in the Throne District. It's actually part of the palace that's up there. But you kind of make your way. You'd have to ask for directions a couple of times to get back through, and you're going through again these busy streets of the market district, and you're getting strange looks as you walk by because none of you are dwarves. But after speaking to a couple of people, they point you in the right direction. You go up a couple of staircases and find the way back up to the entrance to the Throne District. And you come out again into that sprawling kind of garden area, and you can see like the marble palace at the end of this courtyard. And yeah, you can make your way down. You kind of get directed by someone. So instead of going in the front doors, there's like the entire east wing of this palace is basically that's the temple. You can see these massive kind of glass, like massive windows line the side of the east wing of this palace, and there's these quite beautiful looking ornate little doors on the side that seem to be the way in. You guys heading in?
I'm going straight in.
Cool. So yeah, I mean, you open these doors and like just a kind of it just opens into just this one massive room. Like it is enormous. There are these huge kind of different coloured glass windows that all seem to be like glowing almost. Even though obviously there is no natural light down here, you'd assume there's some kind of incantation or something making them glow. I have a thing for this. Let's see if this loads and if you can see it. Don't know if you guys can
Cool.
see that.
Is that overgrown, like this image?
Yeah, so you come
Sorry.
in and you can see there's this large walkway up to what looks to be like a kind of stage almost at the end of it, where there's some kind of like altar and stuff like that at the end. Obviously, this is a religious area, but a lot of this building seems to have actually been overtaken by nature and by plant life that you wouldn't expect to see underground. There's a few dwarves that are kind of wandering around, kind of minding their own business. A couple doing a little bit of cleaning, but it's a magnificent kind of cathedral-sized room with these really tall windows and the light shining through them to illuminate this whole area. But yeah, you are inside the temple.
I'm assuming the light is still like just the magic light that's kind of outside as well. So
It certainly doesn't feel it feels like it's designed to feel like natural light.
right, okay.
But it's definitely not like natural sunlight
Yeah, because it's still inside.
because
Okay.
you're still halfway down the inside of a mountain.
So in some ways, these windows are kind of pointless.
Yeah, you get the gist. They are certainly for show,
Yeah, cool.
and for the grandeur of the whole thing.
I walk in, sort of mouth agape, going wow.
Yeah, certainly a bit different to how you would expect like rooms of worship to be with your kind of experience. Makes quite a difference.
Yeah, indeed. And I just walk into the center and just like look around, kind of like just like admiring this space. Kind of distracted, so if anybody sees me walk in, they could like talk to me or come up to me without me noticing straight away, kind of thing. Or after a minute or two, I'll look around for somebody to talk to.
Yeah, I mean, you get a couple of odd looks from the few people that are kind of minding their own business. And there's a couple of people that look like they're kind of knelt around the altar up at the other end. They look like they're in some sort of prayer. But yeah, the people that aren't like actively praying certainly look a bit confused that you're kind of waltzing into this holy place. But you do
Remind me of the god.
notice
Sorry.
that what?
Remind me what the god this is.
Hell.
It's Helm, I thought so.
Yeah. Yeah, but you do notice up at the far end by the altar is this kind of small, much older dwarven gentleman. He's got this really long grey beard, and these robes that he's wearing are these light blue and white kind of floor-length robes, with this like symbol of Helm right on the chest. And he looks over as the three of you walk in, and he calls out over to you, goes, greetings, greetings. How may we help you in this holy place?
I recognise a worship leader when I see one. So I look over to him and just say, Sky's blessings, and give him, I guess, a holy symbol of the sky. Which now I think of it, might just be like flapping my wings like a chicken.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And I walk over to him.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit of distance to cover because this place is bloody huge. Do the other two of you that are there follow with him?
Can
Go
I
up
just
to this
take a
guy.
seat and watch?
Yeah, certainly. There are
Yeah,
plenty
I'll
of
sit down.
there's plenty of like
Is
pews
there
and
any
benches
like
and that
books or
around.
anything? Like
Um,
Bibles?
there doesn't seem to be any kind of openly available Bibles, so to speak. There are like tapestries hung on some of the walls which look to depict like events.
I pretend to read them. I can't read Dwarvish, so I'm not. But I'm going to pretend.
Yeah, that's you can pretend. That's fine. I'll allow that. But yeah, they are all written in Dwarvish, so you don't understand a lot of the words. You see a lot of pictures. It's kind of cool. But yeah, so yeah, you walk over to this just yourself. Walk over to this older dwarven gentleman. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he goes, blessings of the mountain to you as well, my small friend. How can I help you in this holy place?
I'm looking for my dad. A dwarf who may have come here recently.
He kind of gestures around and he goes, well, my friend, I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. I see a lot of dwarves every day, as you can imagine.
Okay, and I go, oh, he's a sort of and I start like listing how he looks as a bird. So, like he's sort of like got brown fat, hair. And I go, actually, I didn't know. I was just told that there was a weird guy who came here.
He kind of gives you a once over, like, almost stares into your soul at this point as you're stood there in front of him. Can you make an insight check for me?
I certainly can. Give me one sec.
Oh,
Boom.
bloody hell. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you kind of look at him as you are listing like these features, and then like change it. He kind of looks at you, and you do see definitely a look of like recognition, in you and what you're describing. But he kind of goes, I mean, I have a lot of people. We don't really have a lot of defining features you've given there for dwarven folk, I'm afraid.
Please,
You'd have to be a little more specific.
please, sir, Mister
Oh,
Temple Man.
sorry, my manners, my manners. I am High Priest Engarth, and you are
How do I spell Engar?
Engarth.
Cool. Mr. Priestman, I am Switch of the. I've literally forgotten what my temple is called because it's been a while since I played this game. Let me pull up my background.
I was going to say I don't have it to hand. You do somewhere. I've forgotten.
The Temple of Soaring Heights.
That's it.
There we are. I am Scritch, the Temple of Soaring Heights. I have come here as part of my Soaring of Soul, and I've been told I need to speak to somebody who has been here.
Well, I think you're in luck. You're well, let's say you're not the first of your folk to come through here in recent
Oh, you've
times.
seen
If
somebody.
if that's what you're asking,
My dad.
I'm assuming he looks a fair bit like you.
Yeah, just a little bit taller, a few grey feathers.
I have had an audience with
He's dressed as
with the
if
Kenku you speak.
he should be carrying a jit, but it's not there. If that helps.
He looks very confused at this point. But kind of just nods along like, I mean, sure, yeah.
Where is he? Can I speak to him?
Well, he passed passed through about a week ago at this point, nearly. We had a bit of a discussion. I don't know how much I should really pass on to you. He seemed a bit well, he was very set on what he was doing.
He is my
But
father.
it seemed like quite a personal mission But I suppose yes, he is your father. I suppose I could let you know what he was doing. Um, I mean, he came to me seeking advice about flying of all things. You know, about
Yes, Sky's
how
best
to
things.
about yeah, but about how to. I mean, I was very confused. I won't lie. I mean, he seemed almost mad with the idea of flight, and that I would be able to grant him this ability through faith or anyway. Sadly I don't have the ability to do such a thing. As you can imagine, he wasn't thrilled with that thought, but I did pass on, you know, a couple of other ideas because there are those in Raxima capable of such a thing through the means of the arcane, of course, which I'm sure you're aware of. You know, if you're so obsessed with the idea of it, I'm sure you'd be aware of simple arcane incantations that can be used to create temporary flight. Um,
That's
but
not real flight. That's a trick.
well, there is this, but sadly, those of the arcane persuasion are far more likely to know how to get to the real thing than just a simple priest like myself. Unfortunately, I don't
Right,
really
I
deal with that kind
understand.
of thing. Um,
And where did he go? Do you know where he went? I need to find him. He's my dad, and he left his jit at home.
well, I'm gonna pretend I know what a jit is, and
I point to the thing that's on my waist belt at the moment.
right, makes sense. Yeah, okay, sure. Well, he seemed obviously quite intent on finding out what was gonna, you know, where he could learn this flight power, or at least view it. So, I passed on. Well, there's two ideas I had. There's two places, honestly, that I can think where the arcane is most prevalent in Raxima. There's the academy, the what's it called, the Vakana Academy, which is down on Maria. And then there's the Central Order, bunch of weirdos, but they know what they're on about with magic. Um,
Okay, can you just tell me what these things are again and where they are?
yes, of course.
Um,
So there is the Vakana Academy on the island of Mauria. I will put it in chat.
that's a
And
different
there
island,
is
right? From where we're on.
that is a different
Yeah.
island, yes. And then there is the Central Order. He says they have a headquarters on the far east of Pilteria, which is also another island.
I'm nodding and agreeing when you're saying these things, but I've never heard of any of these things. I'm just like, yep, okay.
Yeah. To be fair, make a history check for me.
One second, I'll just quickly write down this
Yeah, that's cool.
place. History is. Oh, I'm good at history. Well, I'm okay at history. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
pretty decent at
I'm right at
history.
history, yeah.
So the Vakana Academy does ring a bell when he says it, in that you've read about it in some books. It was an academy, like a magical school that was established a good 300 years ago at this point. It's very, very exclusive. Um, Generally only those with like the highest like aptitude for magic are like ever given invitations to join. And it is a school, so generally, unless you're a student or a teacher, they don't let you on the premises.
Okay.
The Central Order, however, is it's a group of mages that actually originates from Erendar. But
Okay.
they have actually, in recent history, in the last 10 years or so, kind of made an expansion to Raxima. They generally are like magic, like archaeologists. They like to
Ooh.
find and like study like ancient magic sites, magic items, things like that. Um, they're big on like trying to discover secrets from like Turin's golden age. Um, like old kind of older magical secrets that aren't
These folks,
available anymore.
these folks might know why we lost our flight.
But yeah, you know that about them at least when he mentions them.
Cool. And these places, Moria and is it Piltaria?
Yeah.
Where are they? Because I only have a map of Salia at the moment. I don't know what the continent looks like.
Oh, do you guys not have the full?
No,
One
we just got
second.
Salia, I think.
Oh yeah, sorry. If they're on navigation, that doesn't actually give them to you guys, does it? 1 second.
I may have seen it before, but
Uh,
yeah.
Let me see if I can do this. All players navigation. Right, player
Um,
map should be on there now. It is lower quality, and it is
That's okay.
technically an unfinished one because some of Maria isn't on there. Um,
Oh, for some reason I have a hard time loading me in, but
it might take a second because it's a much bigger image.
It wants token vision.
I think yeah, we're in. Oh, I don't own a token. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm on it. I'm on it. You should no longer need a
Okay,
token.
cool.
Yeah. So Piltaria is this one up here. Maria down here.
Okay.
So there are So I actually don't know if this is So the Central Order you would know have set up their outpost, their like base in Quillbreak
Cool break.
in
Okay, cool.
Piltaria, which is far eastern. And then the Vakana Academy is just north of Westerglow.
Yeah,
in
they're on
Maria.
the map, aren't they?
That is on the map, yeah.
Cool. Awesome. This is a cool map. Okay, but we're currently in Salia.
You are in Salia, yeah, and
yeah.
if you want to see proper details on Salia, it is easier on the smaller map
Yeah,
because it's
that's
actually good quality. But
absolutely fine. Oh yeah, I've got loads of money. I forgot about that. I was about to say, I don't have enough money to to get a boat over to these places, but
you guys could buy a bloody boat.
yeah. Okay, and I asked him if he knows which one where he went, or if he's got any contact with him.
Unfortunately, not. He was honestly he was dead set on this flight thing, and as soon as he got my information from me and realised I couldn't help him, he was out. He was off again, straight towards the door.
That's okay. That's okay. I thank him for his time. As I'm saying this, if he was to pay attention, he would notice that I am finding it very hard to not cry. But I'm trying to put on a brave face of I give him a gold piece to say thank you for his information.
He gestures towards. There's like a bowl on the altar.
Yeah,
He gestures towards that if you pull out money.
I put it in. I put it in the arms box, whatever. Yeah, the arms box.
Yeah, and then as you put it in, he puts one hand over on your shoulder and he goes, "Don't worry, friend. Don't worry, friend. You'll find him eventually."
That sets me off completely. Like it's just like a tear rolls down my cheek at this point.
He pulls you in for a big old dwarven hug.
Oh, that's even worse. She made it worse.
Yeah, he is there for you because he is a nice man, and he attempts to comfort you.
I put another gold piece in the arms box.
And then he looks over to the other two guys that are like in the church that came in with you. He kind of looks over with a look of like, "You guys gonna help me out here? Because I've got a crying bird now."
It's fine. It's fine. I use my red scarf to sort of to dry my tears. I take a second facing away from my friends. I go and I turn and I thank him and I leave. And I'm upset, but I'm okay.
He calls to you as you leave. He goes, "Don't you worry, friend. You'll find him. You are always welcome in the Temple of Helm. All worshippers of all are welcome here."
I thank him and say to him that if he hears from him, tell him A, that I am looking for him, and B, if you can find someone getting in touch with me, maybe through your the king or someone. I don't know.
We have our ways to communicate.
If you
with
can,
the arcane magics. I will pass on the message if he comes back by. Don't you worry.
Yeah, great. Okay, fine. All right, we're all good.
Fantastic.
Well, I hear him say about passing a message about the arcanes.
Yeah, he's not exactly disguising it. So if you're listening in, yeah, you'd hear him say
I'll say,
that.
can he not message like Scritch's dad through the Arcane's means?
I personally don't have the ability. I know people that if I pay them money, they can do it for me. But
It's fine. I'm planning when I get back to the Crimson Horn to ask Rihanna to send me a letter to these places. If that's a set, I don't know who else to ask. I want to ask her where to go basically later on this evening, so it's fine. We'll sort of get that later. Yeah, okay, I'm done. So yeah,
cool.
I
Are you guys just
as I
heading back?
leave,
Or...
I realise that maybe I came in a bit disrespectful into this place of worship, and so I walked in going like, "Oh, cool." So I kind of like take a second, like up by the door, to like turn around, like take it in one more time, and like give some sort of bow or some sort of like gesture, and then before I leave, um, I'll update the people. You know, if they ask, I'll update them on what's going on. If they don't ask, I won't say anything. And we're going. I guess it's probably like midday now, right? By the time we go into these couple of shops.
It's about probably between 10 and 11 at the moment.
Yeah, I'll buy a little midnight a morning snack from a street food vendor if I can find one.
Oh, there is plenty.
A dwarven samosa or something.
Yeah, like every third stall as you walk back through like the market district is selling some kind of like meats or pastries, or
Yeah.
it's just a delight.
I'll grab something and I'll offer to my colleagues if they want one as well.
I will probably pass for now.
No thanks.
But yeah, you guys make your way back down to the market district.
How
Make
much
your way
does
back
one?
through.
How much does one cost? Like a silver?
One pastry?
Yeah.
Let's say, yeah, one silver piece.
Man, how much is a silver to a gold?
10.
10. Cool.
I wasn't going to actually make you pay for the pastry, but if you'd like to, you can.
It's fine. I'll pay for the pastry.
Good man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brannon and Sean, are you guys doing anything whilst they're gone for about an hour, or are you just waiting around?
Not for me. I've got nothing to do here now.
If I walk past somewhere, by the way, which is like a post office, it looks like a post office on the outside, I'll stop in there. I sent a letter. But
Yeah,
if
I mean,
not, I'll sort
you
out later.
you don't spot any kind of post office or
Yeah,
anything.
all
No.
good.
But yeah, you guys managed to, you're probably about 11 o'clock in the end by the time you walk back down and make your way back through, but you managed to group back up together. And yeah, you are free to do as you please in the city, I suppose.
Salwin, what's his last name? Salwin.
Selwyn, oh,
Is
don't
it
do this to me.
is it
Kindler.
Is it Kindler? I couldn't have it's
Kindler,
Kindler
yes.
Rindler because my handwriting is horrendous. I don't know. I'm taking handwritten notes because I'm an idiot, and I literally can't read anything I've
No,
written.
handwritten notes is fantastic.
Yeah, but it's not because I can't read anything.
It's very hard to read afterwards, but it's fantastic.
Cool. Yeah. I will go and meet up with somebody. What pastries do I get, by the way?
What?
What pastries do I get? I just
What,
go
pastries?
I go to the first store and I say like, "Oh, what's good?"
They recommend they do a very specifically dwarven like beef kind of like steak slice almost kind of thing. With this kind of weird pattern made in the pastry on the top of it. Pretty huge, considering it's supposed to be just one person's pastry.
Yeah,
But,
maybe eat half of it and put the rest of it in my backpack.
Yeah.
Do I like it? Is it nice, or is it like a bit dwarven, i.e.,
It's-
strong?
It's not got any alcohol in it, if that's what you're asking.
No, I feel like strong in flavour because obviously dwarven ale is known to be very strong.
It's
in flavour,
very like the gravy in it's very rich. But it's got a nice amount of meat and veg in it. It's got a good combination of things. It's quite delicious, really. Yeah, bit more than what you're used to eating, but it is very very tasty.
Cool.
Well worth the silver. All right, what are you guys doing then?
Just gonna follow the people and do whatever they do.
Yeah, I'm a little quiet now because I'm a bit sad, contemplative of my chat with the dude. So I'm gonna just hang back for sure.
Anybody want to do anything?
I've got nothing to do here at all.
I've got nothing.
Are we just waiting? Are we not going to go to the Dwarven district to speak to matey?
I was
Yeah,
going to say
we do have a very obvious quest hook.
there was. I did lay a bit of a quest hook there in case you needed it. But yeah, if you guys want, you could go attempt to find Selwyn. You were told where they are at least. It's up to you guys though. You can wander off somewhere else and try and do other things if you please.
What if we just quit the campaign now?
Well, I mean, you certainly can. It's up to you.
I'm having a lot of fun on this campaign, so I'd like to not.
I can use prep for other things. It's fine.
I would happily go and look for matey that's in charge of the shopping district. Matey.
You mean Selwyn, right? Selwyn Kindler.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in charge. He's the guy who owns the Lord's Armory. He's running the worker district, right?
Yeah, so the market district obviously has loads of shops. There's a district below it, below the residential district that's like got all the workshops and stuff in it, where all the things that are mined are made into things. So it's where a lot of the wares and stuff that come out of this place are made. And yeah, the Lord's Armory being one of the largest, kind of most prominent shops in Israel, has a rather large workshop. But yeah, if you guys want to head down to there, that is certainly doable.
Yeah.
I don't have. I know I'm letting you guys down already. I don't have a different backdrop, so we'll just pretend this isn't a market, and we'll pretend this is just workshops instead. Tell you what, we'll go for this one instead. Think I turned off token vision?
Oh,
I did.
That's perfect, right?
Yeah, I had this actually for the mining district, which is like a level lower, but
Okay, right.
it's close enough. There's large workshops, so you guys kind of get asked for directions from a few people again, to kind of make your way down, and you make your way down past an entire district that you kind of haven't even looked into, which is like the residential district. Doesn't look very exciting, to be honest. It's just a bunch of houses, but it seems to be a lot of like these very densely packed houses, and you kind of have to go through a little bit of it and then go down another set of stairs that kind of wind down through this mountain again. You do start hearing the lower down you get this kind of really low rumbling kind of grinding noise almost. And just every couple of seconds, there's just a loud, like, clang, bang noise as you can hear some kind of mechanism kind of repeatedly working. And you kind of make it down into this next kind of district of the city. And again, it's this, like, huge open cavernous space with these workshop buildings kind of built up in it. And you can see a lot of them have like these glows coming out of the windows from, you could assume, like fires or forges. There's like pathways that lead all the way through, but you can see quite easily from when you come down. A couple of the buildings are a lot larger than others. So it looks like there might be maybe a couple of like smaller workshops for people that have their own smaller shops, but there's certainly some you could pick out to be where the larger stores like own their workshops. Is easy enough if you ask around. There are like dwarves walking around to and fro from places. It's easy enough to be pointed in the right direction for the Lord's Armory workshop. And you kind of make your way down the street towards it, and you can see again this large metal kind of sign put over the top of the door. Yeah, it says the Lord's Armory, with this kind of gold filigree around it, and these large doors on the front of it.
These
Do you
these
guys?
dwarves, as we get lower down, to like sort of, I guess, people who are more, I don't know, just kind of good, doing their jobs or what have you. Are they more or less or equally as like not rude to us, but like looking at us?
You still get a fair few odd glances, especially where you're going down into what a lot of dwarves would probably consider like private space. You certainly
Right.
do get a lot of like questionable glances until you kind of, if you make mention of you're going to see Selwyn or anything like that, that kind of goes away. But in general, people are a little bit apprehensive almost when you're down in, yeah, this like inner sanctum of dwarven manufacturing.
Yeah.
But like nobody's like overtly aggro towards you or anything like that. Nobody like tries to start any fights. It doesn't seem. But yeah, you are eventually like directed towards this large workshop, these large metal doors on there with a number of like locks and stuff up the side of it. You can see like these like reinforced windows go along both sides of this building that you can see. They look like they have these big like heavy duty shutters that can come down if necessary. But yeah, there's like the large sign. You are at the workshop for the Lord's Armory. What are you guys gonna do?
Did we get told how to knock on the door for him?
You did not.
I remember correctly that we shouldn't go straight in because that counts as being rude. I remember that far.
Who's gonna be brave? Who's gonna knock the door?
I'll knock it.
Yeah. How do you knock the door? What knock do you do?
Well, I go do with my hand.
Cool. So you can, as you get up to the door and you knock it, you can actually hear from the other side a lot of these kind of clangs and crashing, and this it seems like a very busy environment on the other side of this door. You can hear, and you knock on the door, and that noise just stops. And you kind of hear some footsteps coming down, and a couple of bolts kind of shunk, chunk, and like a chain go on the door. And it kind of, you see the door handle twist and it swings open, and stood on the other side is this kind of small, like burly looking dwarven gentleman with this kind of long black hair and long black beard. This very kind of not angry looking face, but he doesn't seem like he's in any mood for like customer service, I suppose. And he goes, "What do you want?" Looking straight up at you, Sean.
Well, we came to ask you a question.
Right, spit it out then.
Well, I forgot said question, mate.
Well, that doesn't do me an awful lot of good, does it?
What? I don't know. Just
Kind of
speak
looks
to
out
you
the door
guys.
to the rest of you guys and goes, "What do you want?"
We were sent here by oh, I forgot his name now. I should really do more notes. The future lord.
Were you now? Okay. La-di-da, look at you getting sent by the Lord. Why do I care? We're working. What do you want?
Oh, what's matey of the? This is where.
Who do you want to know? I've got notes. What do you want?
Who's the leader of this like workshop?
Darwin Kindler.
We've been sent to see Darwin Kindler. He may
Selwyn.
have a quest for us. Darwin.
Yeah.
Oh, you're here to see Selwyn. Right, okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'll see if they're free. And he kind of just shuts the door again, and you hear him walk off. And then you just, about 5 seconds later, hear a shout, "Get back to work!" And the clanging kind of resumes again. You're kind of outside for 30 seconds, 45, like nearly a minute. before the door opens again, you see a much taller, kind of brown-haired, much more neatly kept dwarf kind of open the door, smiling a little bit. He goes, "Sorry about that. I really need someone else to answer the door."
I really hope it's be the same person.
Now that would have been genius. Oh, I should have done that. He goes, "Selwyn Kindler, and you are?"
Who's at the front of the door?
I mean, he's
No.
looking out to all of you.
Not me.
I'm Aaron.
Pleasure to meet you, Aaron. How can I help?
Hmm. I feel like we were supposed to ask you for something, but I can't remember. Ask the other people. They would definitely know. Ask
Oh,
ask
Right.
ask the bird.
Okay.
Oh,
He looks over to Scritch. What are you here for? Because I'm a busy dwarf.
At this point, I have taken out the other half of my pastry that I didn't finish earlier, and I'm just taking a massive bite of it. So as he asked me, I go, "Oh." Eventually, if no one else jumps in the way, but I finish my massive mouthful, I will speak to him.
Nobody else
we,
jumps in.
we were sent here to speak to you about helping you.
I just
Well,
point when he says,
Oh, God.
as I'm like eating, and just that.
he goes, right, yeah. I mean, I can imagine that's doable. Help me with what in particular, might I ask?
We weren't given that much information. We got told you may be of need of our services by the future lord.
Oh,
It'd be
Derek
quite
sent
obvious.
you. Right, Derek sent you. Well, there's the whole thing with Botford.
Yeah, Botford.
If
That's it.
that's
I swallow, and as I'm swallowing, give a thumbs up, and like I take a sip of water from my water skin and sort of glug it down as I'm giving it a thumbs up, and that's what we're about, Botford.
right, he goes, right. That makes a lot more sense. Well, come in, all of you, come on in. We'll go up to my office. We'll have a chat. And he kind of swings the door open and gestures for you all to come in. Does anybody object?
No. I will be very nosy and look at what everyone's doing as I'm walking past.
Yeah, I mean, you walk into what looks to be, imagine like what you picture like Santa's workshop to be, but instead of elves, it's dwarves, all kind of working around these big workbenches. They've got just all kinds of different like weapons and armor and like these weird like little mechanical things being made on these different tables. Just from like a glance around, there's easily like 50 or 60 different dwarves all working here with these like bits. They've got this gear around their head, these like glasses, almost like these goggles with different lenses and stuff attached to them. It looks to be quite a professional kind of work system they've got going on. But he gets the five of you in and he closes the door behind you. He goes, right, come on, and he leads you round to basically like a staircase that leads up onto like a balcony that oversees it. And he opens the door at the end of this walkway to like this quite nice looking office. And he opens the door and he walks in and he's got this like large desk in his office. With this like big chair behind it, and there's a number of other seats in the room. And he sits down at his desk. He goes, close the door behind you. Close the door behind you. To whoever is coming in last. And he gestures to the seats. He goes, sit down, sit down. We've already got a lot to run
And
through.
I really struggle to shut this door because I'm really weak.
Yeah, I mean
It's the door. It's like, ugh.
it's a door made for strong people. So it takes you a second. You get it shut though. You power through. But yeah, he kind of gets you all to come in and like make yourselves comfortable. And he goes, so you hear about Botford, yeah? Is that all the information you were given?
I think so.
I had a few too many drinks last night and just remember bits being told to come and see you.
The only note I've got is Botford,
this-
but I could be
Got
wrong.
this nice little chip.
That's fine. Just making sure I don't have to. Didn't want to explain something that had already been explained. That would be a waste of both of our times. Are any of you familiar with the town or the tragedy of Botford? And you guys can, if anyone wants to try and recall that information, can roll a history check.
No.
That's impressive. You just have like a blank look over your face. Anybody else?
No.
He kind of looks over the lot of you, I guess, and goes like, weird, I thought everyone knew. Botford's a town to the north of Salia. He kind of gestures. You can actually see up on one of his walls, he's got a map. He's actually got a map of the entirety of Salia with what looks to be like trade routes drawn on it. And he points right to the top of it. There's a whole forested area on it. And he points up there and he goes, that up there is Botford. Now, Botford, a long time ago, well, not a long time ago, about 30 years ago, used to be quite a nice little town. We had some trade with them. It was all good. Well, yeah, about 30 years ago, the whole town got wiped out by something. Nobody really knows. There's a few people made it out and made it south, but well, they went mad. I won't lie. They were screaming about demons and all kinds of nonsense like that, and great beasts that were tearing the town apart. Nasty business, if you ask me. I personally haven't got a clue what happened, but we're also very interested what's happened. Obviously, it's been 30 years, so we thought, the lords and us on, that are in council with them thought, why don't we send some people, see what's going on up there, see if it's, well, habitable again? We haven't heard back from the group of dwarves we sent up. Problem is, we have, a pretty secure city going on here. We can't really spare a whole lot of our own guard to send up to a place where we don't know what's going on. But we have a lot of money, so we kind of agreed to kind of seek out some adventuring folk like yourselves, who have proven themselves to be worthwhile, and we'd like them to go up and have a look around, see what you can find, see what's going on in Botford, see if you can find out what's happened to our people, and preferably get them back here alive. Is that something you guys would be interested in?
Could be something to pass up the time. Well,
Yeah.
when would you like us to get the information for?
I mean, it's a fair old trip up there. We're not expecting miracles, but it's been 2 months since we sent our party of soldiers up there, so we just need to know what's going on. Whenever we can get that information is good.
Okay. A few of our the group here have got things in order they probably would like to wait for first.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no pressing need to leave within the hour or anything like that. It's just it's work if you're after it. We don't exactly get many visitors here, so we haven't exactly had a whole lot of people to ask for the favour from. But we're willing to pay well. So
I look at Brandon to see what Brandon's reaction is.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it if people want to.
Then I'm in.
Do what, sorry?
Then I'm in if you're in. My yardstick on things, if it's a good idea or not, in terms of like danger, is you at the moment. So.
we'll see how that works out.
Oh yeah, it might go terribly wrong, but for now, that's the best Screech has got.
He goes, well, look, we're willing to pay. It was, well, what did the lords agree on again? It was 3,000 gold pieces to the group that can bring back word or evidence or whatever of what's going on in Botford. Whether we can go back there, there's a lot around that area that's quite useful. And then a further 1,000 gold if you can find out what's gone on with our men. And a further 1,000 on top of that if you're able to bring them back alive or get them back here alive. Does that sound agreeable to all of you?
Yeah. Okay.
He sticks out his hand towards you as you speak up to kind of shake your hand on it.
I shake his hand.
Goes, right, deal's a deal then. Fantastic. Right. So, when are you going to be heading out?
I don't know.
We've got a few things to wrap up first, like a few items on order for. I think was it 2 daggers?
There
It
was
wasn't-
it was a dagger and a necklace kind of thing.
Right,
Yeah,
necklace.
pendant, yeah.
I'm guessing
Which,
those get made by yourself and your team there. Pretty
He
much.
can't. Yeah, he looks over you. He thinks for a second. As you say this, he's like, "Oh, are you the group that ordered the moon touched items?"
Yes.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Right, well, yeah, we're making them tonight once we've got the full moon up. So if you guys are able to set off in the morning, we can have them ready, packed with some supplies for you as well, and have you ready to go in the morning or whenever. There's no hurry, but we'd rather sooner rather than later in case our men are still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic, fantastic. Well, is there anything else you needed from me? Because I should probably go back to making sure these lazy dwarves actually do some work.
Anything you recommend us to do while we're here? Because we're literally going to be waiting for these weapons to get done. Now we've got like the afternoon to spare, I guess.
He looks over to you and he gives you like a big grin. He goes, "Well, I mean, the Crimson Horn's a pretty good way to spend your time, if I'm being honest. It depends what you like to do, but personally, I'm a fan of the tavern. But not whilst I'm working. There's plenty to see. This is a beautiful city. We got a big old mine, but you probably won't be allowed down there. But the forges down there are pretty great. To be honest, we all just work here. It's kind of all it is. Get up, work, eat, drink, go to bed, rinse and repeat. It works. We don't mind. Not sure there's a lot for tourists, I'm afraid. Anyway, anything else from you guys, or am I good to? I'm good to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys, yeah,
Anyone
no,
else
no,
wants to know anything?
nobody else has anything else to bring up with this guy, or
No.
No.
I'm guessing that's
That's
all the
fine.
information you've got for it. Oh, how many dwarfs are we looking for? And have you got any names or descriptions for them?
he goes. There was a group of 8 dwarves. They were led by Captain Durham. He can't remember the names of all of the dwarves, but
So is it 1,000 to get all of them back alive, or 1,000 per dwarf?
it is 1,000 if you can bring as many as possible back alive. Preferably the whole lot of them. But we'll take what we can get at this point.
Okay, so is that all the information you've got of this area? Do you know exactly where they were? 'Cause it's quite a big forest back there.
Oh yes, so there's a town, and he points to slap bang in the centre of the forest. There's actually a marking there for a town called Botford, which was where this was all centred. The entirety of that top area of Salia, if I go over to it, so the entirety of this top area is Botford Forest. But then there is here in the centre the town of Botford. So you can kind of
Bringing the map her way, yeah.
oh, you should be able to go over to the Salia map if you just click it on the top.
Oh yeah, I see someone already gone across.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't pull all you guys over. I didn't want to pull you off the scene, but
Okay.
yeah. So this whole area at the top here is Botford Forest. Basically, anything north, any woodland north of the Lake Burma is Botford Forest. But then in the centre there is the town of Botford, like here. It's not quite central, but you know.
Okay.
So that's basically that was where the center of this kind of event was. Nobody really knows what happened because anyone that came out of it was kind of a bit mad and lost the plot a bit, rambling about God knows what.
Okay.
But that was supposedly where it happened, and a lot of like the landscape around it has been affected because of this. A large chunk of the forest around Botford is just completely dead. So it's an interesting one to be sure. You'll know it when you're close, but it is a bit of a trek.
Is there any way we could like maybe purchase a cart and a horse or anything to help us travel there quicker?
Oh, I'm sure that could be organised. Probably we could probably sort that for you. Yeah, I'm not sure if we have it. I'll ask around quickly. Because we might have some spare ones.
We could just bring
Yeah,
it back. Maybe enough to handle ourselves and probably 8 dwarfs. The route back.
yeah, no worries. We can attempt to sort something out for you. Let me just have a look.
Am I right thinking we already had a horse and cart?
You found a ruined cart.
Yeah.
Where you were ambushed, but it wasn't in one piece. It wasn't usable.
I suddenly thought I probably should have said something to the group. Suddenly thought a cart going up there might be quite a bit good, like a carriage to carry something.
Oh, great idea! Yeah, great idea that I would not have thought of because Switch never seen really used one before. But I agree.
Or a cart we could
Out
have
of
Switch pull
character.
us.
I don't think I'm not very strong. I would not be able to pull you. However, Sean, muscles might be alright.
Trying to find the price for a horse and cart because apparently it's in here.
Is muscles
My
even here?
auxiliary.
I guess not.
Possibly not.
Maybe not. Well, it's not there.
Whilst you're doing this, I'm just gonna go grab a drink real quick,
Yeah, no worries.
and I'll be back in a tick.
I'll do the same quick in that case.
Hi, folks. I'm back.
I'm back.
Hi, back.
I see you here now. Did we get a horse and cart?
It is available if you would like to purchase a horse and cart. They find a spare couple of horses and a cart that they could pull. It is 170 gold if you wanted to purchase
Just
one,
how much
and
is it?
it would be
170?
yours at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll buy it. Then I'll feel like I've got ownership of it then.
That's cool.
170, yeah?
170. Yes, that's two horses to pull it and a cart large enough for your entire party and potentially more.
170 off of that.
I will offer you 34 gold if you'll take it.
No, I'll be fine. I've still
Sure.
got 1,000. I've got 1,000 still over. I never brought anything with my gold.
Okay. You have now.
I have now. 55. 845. Maths is correct.
Yeah, so he kind of says this to you after he's shouted out to some people and words kind of travel back. He goes, yeah, that's fine. And he scribbles up a quick note on a bit of parchment for you and signs it. Kind of takes the gold from you and goes, basically hand that to the captain at the gate. They'll obviously sort you out with the cart and horses when you're there. All right.
Cool.
Uh,
Maybe we'll eventually get it modified. Have like a gun turret on it eventually.
yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, they've got guns, right? They've got guns.
True. Well, to be fair, these guys don't have guns.
Was it a
These guys that
different
you
part
see.
of them?
There is a different. It's actually an entirely different shop. There are no guns or firearms or anything available in the Lord's Arbory. It is not something that they stock.
Not regular armory, then, is it?
I wonder if they can make a modified sling for me from there.
Spend a few more weeks in Israel to get it made, yeah?
I think I'm happy with my little sling. It's more really funny having a little sling firing at people. Cool.
Is everybody back?
Yeah.
Is Cody still gone?
I think Cody's.
I'm here.
He's back.
Hi, here.
Hey! Yeah, brilliant. So yeah, you guys have negotiated, obviously getting a cart. So
Oh, could I
Yeah.
try and negotiate to get some like feed for the horses as well?
sure, make a persuasion check.
Cool.
He goes, yeah, why not? And he grabs the note back off you, just scribbles quite quick on it, and you just see like in the fresh ink on it, just words plus feed, and passes it back to you. Done.
Some feed.
Cool. Well, if that's everything, guys, if you wouldn't mind kindly exiting the workshop because we have a lot of work to be doing. I look forward to hearing from you. Obviously, if you have any success, you can come back to me. You can go to the Lords. Either works. It's up to you. Best of luck.
See you soon.
Yeah, don't be a stranger. Feel free to pop by the shop and spend your money.
Oh, if we're next time we come into your workshop, is there a special knock or anything to get hold of you, or any special way of?
Nah, any old knock will do, mate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing special. He does as he opens the door, though. To be fair, he points aside and he does go, or push that. And you see him point towards what looks like a carved bit of stone in the wall. It looks like there's a small button there. As you push that next time, then it's a bit easier to hear them knocking.
Guess we're trundle off.
Yeah, I was trying to see if anyone was tempted to just push it right away, but
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought the Birdman might have been the only one who would do it.
I'm still not feeling emotionally very. I'm a bit miserable and like kind of within myself as a result. If I was feeling happy, If this was before we went to the cathedral, I would have almost certainly done it. But
Wow, you did them the wrong way round then, didn't
yeah.
you? Yeah, you guys just kind of killing time until the next morning then, just to try and
Yeah, I don't think there's anything
pick
I
up your
want.
stuff.
Yeah, I'll go
Uh,
speak to Rianne and ask her about sending a letter.
Sending a letter to who? Sorry.
I want to send a letter, 2 letters, one to Volcana and one to Central, one to the Volcana Academy and one to Central Order.
Right. Okay. She goes. Well, I mean, there's ways to send letters. That's quite a way to be sending stuff. You'd be it'd take quite a while to get there.
That's okay. That's okay.
I mean, yeah, you can send them. There is the slight issue of if they want to send anything back, they'd need somewhere to send it back to.
Send it to the care of the High Priest Engraf. Garth.
Right. Did you want me to write these letters for you, or are you going to
No,
write
no,
them
I
and
just
I'm
wondered
just going to
whether.
send them?
Just yeah, I'll write them. Just wherever you can send them.
That's fine. I know people. We do post. I can get them sent for you. It'll
Just
cost a little bit.
how much?
Let's think. Send it to Vakana. That's down on Maria, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a longer distance. We'd say probably 3 gold for that one. And the Central Order, did you say?
I did, yes.
Where the hell are they?
Oh, they are based. They're in Porteria. Porteria.
Oh bloody hell! West or east of the Harken Forest?
It's let me tell you, east.
Oh bloody hell!
Yeah, Quill Break, just sort of outside Quill Break.
Right. Well, that's a bit more of a interesting journey. Let's say 6 gold for that one.
6 gold. So we're talking 9 gold.
Sure.
Well, here's 10. Which is
Perfect.
platinum, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Buy something nice.
Um,
And the letters will just basically like, "Hi, my name is Scritch. You may have seen my dad. If you have, tell him to contact me. Thank you very much." Signed, Scritch, age 15 and 3/4. Like very like there's very
Yeah.
basic, poorly written letters.
I love it.
And I just send them to.
Yeah,
send them
and
out.
she is happy to take your money and pass those on. It will likely be a fair while before they get to where they're going.
That's absolutely fine because
Yeah.
he's also traveling, so
Yeah.
whatever. It's
Um,
fine.
Yeah, that is doable. That is sorted for you. Yeah, is there anything else anyone wants to get done in the city before the end of the day?
No.
Can I just grab some rations quickly from a shop?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean you can get them from the Lord's Armory, or there's a number of other places you can get kind of fancier or different rations.
Oh yeah.
How much are
Uh,
rations, by the way?
I'm just reminding myself. I feel like it's not much. For a day's worth, it's 5 silver.
Which is for 1 gold.
That's 2 days worth.
Ooh.
2 days. So if I spend 5, it's 10, yeah?
Yes.
I will spend 5 gold as well and get some.
Yeah, I'll
Cool.
do the same.
How many days travel are we expected to take to Botford?
Oh, I can check that.
Roughly.
That is something I definitely should have worked out. I am prepared. It's about a week's travel. It's about 7 days.
Okay, so I best buy another 10 days of rations, I think. How much were they again? Sorry,
It's 5 gold
10 days is
for 10 days.
5 gold. Yeah.
5 gold. Cool. So if I just
Um,
go
yeah, it's about
this,
4 days to get to the bridge of the bridge on the lake. It's about a day then to the edge of the forest, and then another day basically to Botford proper.
so I've got
So
two. I basically got 2 weeks and a bit of rations,
yeah, you guys
just in
should
case.
be able to edit your rations to make them the right number.
Yeah, yeah, I've
If
done
you
that.
have some already, if you
I've,
don't, let me know and I will give you
I
some.
don't have
I've,
any.
I've
Yeah,
got,
That's
I've
ni- I've
got
because
got
you're
16
19.
now.
I've took 90 days of rations, which is a bit over the top, but hopefully shouldn't starve.
well, you would hope, wouldn't you? Oh, they're not in that.
Yeah.
Where the hell are my rations at? Are they in D&D Beyond items? Yes. Haha. Have some rations. How many days worth are you getting, Sam?
10.
Cool. You have rations.
Cheers.
You will possibly not starve. Um, yeah, like if you guys, it's like worth pointing out. If you guys do like run out of rations, it's possible to try and
Hunt.
forage or hunt or things like that if you wanted to, if so you don't get like exhaustion and stuff from not having rations.
Hmm.
Um, that is entirely an option. But if you guys don't trust your hunting skills, I understand. Um,
And we got chicken if we need it.
are you referring to the Kenku? Because that's very mean.
Borderline racist.
A little bit.
Yeah, not even borderline.
I'm just gonna say chicken.
I mean, there's probably dried meats of some kind in your rations. I can't promise they're chicken. Cool. Right. What are you guys doing then? Just going back to the tavern, or
Yeah.
Did you want me to sort out ammo for my slingshot,
Yeah.
or do I just pick up random stones from the floor?
you can literally launch pebbles from it. I don't think we need to worry about tracking slingshot ammo unless you really want to.
Um,
It's up to you. You
unless
are
I
welcome to if you like, but you can buy like a bag of 1,000 ball bearings for like 1 silver. So
unless
I'm
I
not
decide
too
to ever buy
worried.
special.
Yeah, if you have like special ammo, I would obviously want you to track that. But if you're just doing the regular D4 damage it does, I'm not going to make you keep track of that when you could literally be carrying about 3,000 shots for it at a time.
Yeah.
So that seems unnecessary. Um, cool. Yeah, so I mean, you guys can make your way back to again. Your stay at the Crimson Horn will be paid for by the lords, including food and drink if that is what you're after. You can have the same rooms as before, and can drink and be merry until the morning if that is your persuasion, of course. Yeah, nobody's got anything else to do before the night ends. Yeah,
No.
No.
Julio. So yeah, the next morning kind of arises. I'll just make a note. I'm trying really hard to keep track of the in-game date because I'm terrible at it. But yeah, you kind of your bodies kind of naturally wake you up a little bit at what you would assume would be dawn, but there is no daylight, so it's hard to tell when the sun is rising. But you assume it to be approximately dawn.
What happens? What happens at night time in this place?
You do notice once it kind of gets to that point where you start to feel tired, you figure it must be getting close to nighttime, and you do see a lot of the arcane lights that seem to light the like the why is the word eluding me? Streets. Um, yeah, the streets kind of the lights that would normally be quite bright glowing, all very much dim at the same time to quite a low light, just enough to kind of see as you're walking along.
It's kind of like the reverse of when in our world the streetlights come
Yeah,
on.
it's like the opposite of the streetlights coming on. Instead of them coming on and lighting up through your windows, they dim a lot.
Yeah.
Uh,
Cool.
But yeah, you are woken again by an artificial sunrise of sorts, where the lights kind of glow a little brighter out the windows, and the day is yours. The whole lot of you unnamed party. What would you like to do? I'm assuming pick up your stuff, but
Yeah.
was it the dagger? Was that for Aaron? Or was that? I'm assuming it was, right?
It was not for me.
It definitely you had the amulet.
Yeah,
didn't you?
the dagger was for
you.
me.
Cool. Well, yeah. I mean, it's easy enough when you get up to kind of make your way back over to the Lord's Armory, and again, there's that like lady behind the counter, and she kind of she goes, fantastic, fantastic. I believe half was paid up front. She kind of gestures to be given like the other half of the money, which would be 25 gold.
Like,
Was that the
much
case?
money?
I really can't remember.
They were 50 gold in total. So you guys
Wait,
have
hold
already
on,
paid
how much?
half. So you need to just pay another 25 gold.
Okay, so that would be 985.
That depends how much you already have.
I have 1,005.
Then it would put you at 980.
Oh, right, okay.
What did I spend my money on?
What
How
did
much
you
money did we
spend
get?
your money on? Potion, possibly?
Possibly.
I think you
Oh
bought
yeah,
a
I
potion
do.
of
Got
healing.
an amulet.
I do have potions of healings. Yeah, no, I bought that as well. I've only got 800 gold left basically. That's
Yeah,
only
I
where
think
it
you
went.
Like
bought.
give
I
people
think you bought
random
some
money, like
potions.
100 to the bartender.
Yeah, I got it back because she realised that I was being an idiot.
So there is.
But yeah, I think a potion of healing is where it went. Thanks, Jake. I forgot.
I believe that should fully work as a weapon, Cormac. I think I got it right. Obviously, if it doesn't, I will have a look after tonight. But you should have a moon touch dagger in your inventory now. And Scritch should have, hopefully, a moon touched pendant in your inventory.
Yeah, I do.
They're pretty simple what they do. When in darkness, they glow. 15-foot bright light, dim light for another 15. So it's essentially a torch.
Yeah,
Um,
I put
but
mine
they're-
on and then I cover it up with my scarf. For now.
Yeah, you do notice in this kind of immediate area, it's not glowing, because there is light everywhere. But if you step into like a dark alley or anything like that, it would begin to glow. And it's quite this like nice kind of warm blue light almost, which is really odd. But it's pleasant. It's comforting to look at. Yeah, you guys just heading straight back for the gate and heading out, yeah?
I'll go and get my cart.
Yeah. So he tells you to go basically pick that up from the captain at the gate. That's where they keep all their carts, is right up by the main gate. So
I really hope we haven't forgotten something really key that we need, but I think we're okay.
I mean, if you guys have, I have too. So I'm also hoping you haven't. Right, 2 seconds. Yeah, you're able to kind of grab this. It's not the it's not the best, I guess, looking cart in the world. It's a bit worn, you know. It's seen better days. It's still in one piece. And you're actually not given two horses with it. You are given two, like what look to be kind of these kind of mules, essentially. You can see like in the kind of stable area on the surface where the rest of these carts are. There are no actual horses. Um, there are just these like mule, like donkey kind of creatures. Um, so you are given that. Uh, why is this? Oh, this is silly. Sorry, but yeah, you are given that, and you are free to travel on however you like. I have a cat in front of me. 1 second. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh dear. Not helpful. There's 5 of you. There, yeah. Da-da-da.
Who's got the best animal handling, by the way?
Yeah, who is? Because there is certainly a like seats up on the front of this cart for people to obviously like steer it.
It'd be
So
like
yeah,
that.
who is taking control of these animals?
I have +3.
It's beating me.
I have +2.
I +0.
+1.
+2.
Looks like it's me and Muscles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of climb up onto this kind of rickety wooden seat at the front of the cart. There is space for the two of you. And there's some
Lucky I'm
reins.
small.
Yeah, one of you is very small, one of you is very large. But it's fine. You kind of squeeze up on there, and the cart tilts a little bit to the side one way as you do sit up there. But yeah, there's like reins from the mules there that kind of lead back to where you are sat. You guys can go ahead and both make, or well, either individually make, or one of you make with advantage, an animal handling check.
I think one of us make an advantage is better, right?
I reckon you make the advantage, considering you have +3 and I have +2.
Yeah, it's like very slightly better to do that.
Mhm.
Depends if you trust someone's rolling.
Both those rolls are pretty good.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sit down and kind of the mules don't look best pleased at being given, the weight of a Goliath plus friends to be pulling around. They kind of make a bit of noise and start to almost like rear a little bit. But you kind of grab the reins and give them a little calm, and take a bit of time with them and get them kind of in the right mood to be riding before you set off, and you will be able to take those mules as far as you would like.
I pull out some dried apple from my rations
God,
to bond with them a little bit.
yeah. Bloody cat won't leave me alone. Not helpful. But yeah, they seem entirely pleased with taking you on a nice little journey. I'm just checking up because I realised I worked out that travel time on the speed of a person. A cart is slightly quicker. So 1 second.
If it is, can I actually just then can I like sell? Can I not buy 4 of my rations?
Yeah, to be fair, thinking about it, considering it's 2 mules taking a party of 5, it's probably going to be pretty equivalent, actually.
Okay, that's fine. I'm worried about carrying. Basically, I've got so much rations that they're so heavy. Rations are like
rations are really bloody heavy. It's ridiculous.
yeah, it's actually like almost half my carry weight. It's just food.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I can leave them on the cart. So, does the cart have any sort of storage, like lockers under the seats or that kind of stuff?
There is plenty. It's like a it isn't like a sealed top on the back. It's like an open backed cart, and there are a few like storage lockers almost that look like you could put like a lock of some kind on them. But there are there's storage chests that double up as seats in the back.
Cool,
Very
okay.
very convenient.
Can I dump all of my rations in one of them? Which I'll leave on my person for now, but if it matters a carry weight, can I just basically ignore them? If I'm off the cart fighting,
Yes,
I
that's
won't have.
absolutely fine.
Yeah. And if the cart gets stolen or broken or something, I'm willing to lose all my rations.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll take that risk, but
Yep, that's fine.
otherwise, yeah, it's literally ridiculous. I've got 40 pounds of rations, and
Yeah.
I'm only carrying 90 pounds of stuff.
No, that makes sense.
Oh, and my bedroll as well. I'll do that as well. I'll leave a bedroll there. Yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, my bedroll and things are in the.
Cool. Uh, so yeah, you guys managed to set off from Israel, and I'm assuming you're just heading straight up towards Botford, yeah?
Yeah, well, I'm driving, but actually, I'm going to have to ask. Sean, are you? Do you know this area? Do you know Salia quite well? I can't remember.
Mm.
Was that just a grunt?
Mm.
That's not very helpful.
Mm.
For what it's worth, yes, you do know the area relatively well that you're currently in, considering you come from around here. Uh, it's certainly an
In
area
that
you have
case,
travelled before.
I focus on looking after the mules and like making sure that they're behaving and what have you, and then I'll let Sean focus on the navigation half of the driving because
Okay.
I don't know where I'm
Mm.
going.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
I just need to make a couple of rolls for no reason in particular.
Yay.
Yeah, like your first day of travel kind of goes pretty unimpeded. You pass a couple of people going the other way, kind of wandering. Once you get past that like crossroads down here, you do pass a few other travelers and stuff that are, that are telling you that tell you, oh, so and so's happened down the road or anything like that, and you're not sure really what to believe. But it's mostly talk of like, watch out for trolls, and keep an eye out for the goblins, and there's bandits up ahead, and nothing really comes of any of it, and you kind of stop believing them a little bit after a while. But you manage to make it down. That's what?
How friendly are the people in Salia, generally speaking? Are we talking like Southerners or Northerners?
Wait, what? Sorry, what was that?
How friendly are the people in here?
How friendly?
Yeah.
In general, most of the people you pass on the road are, yeah, they're pretty friendly. None of them massively seem like they have anything against you or would be out to like hurt you or anything.
So they're more
Um,
like Northerners than Southerners then.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Cool.
But yeah, you kind of manage to. It's you travel for. You get probably a good 8 or 9 hours worth of traveling, and you end up kind of around about here. Um, it's about probably you make it about 5 or 6 at the moment. It's up to you guys if you want to like keep pushing on and attempt to kind of push on through the night, or if you want to give like the mules and yourselves a rest, make a
I think we
camp.
should rest.
Um,
I
obviously, the
yeah,
mules will eventually like build up exhaustion if they travel for like days and days and days on end without a stop, basically.
I vote for stopping. And also, yeah, basically every
Same.
single person, now that I've learned they're quite friendly, everyone who we drove past, I give a salutation to.
Yeah, everyone's pretty friendly back and gives you a bit of a wave and a hello and stuff like that. Like,
But yeah, I think we should stop. I don't know what the people in the back think.
Yeah.
I don't really mind. I'll stop. We can stop.
yeah, are you guys just stopping on the road, or are you going to try and find somewhere off to the side to pull into to make like a camp, or try and like disguise yourselves a little bit? Or what are you guys doing?
They maybe pull to the side.
You guys can do that. It's entirely up to you how well or how not you want to hide yourselves or try and protect yourselves, of course.
I don't think about doing that because it's not really something I would have done in the past. So I just like point to the side of the road. But if somebody wants to say no, we should hide ourselves, well, I
Go for
understand
some
that's a good
cover.
idea.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's nothing to hide from, right?
Well, this is probably around the stretch of road where a fair few of you were kidnapped. For what it's worth, this is the area of Salia where a lot of you would have probably been wandering around or going to and fro from somewhere. Um, so it's just in case you guys were had that in your mind or not.
I mean, if someone's got a
Um,
suggestion on how to hide a wagon, then sure.
Do we have a giant
a
blanket?
big leaf. But
So
yeah,
giant bushes.
there's like shrubbery and that off to the sides of the road. If you wanted to try and park your wagon behind a bush, you could, I suppose.
Like cut some bushes up and like hide it in the bushes.
Sure, make a survival check for me to see how well you disguise your cart. Oh, for God's sake. Okay. Yeah. You use quite an impressive job, to be fair. The rest of you kind of look a bit. I'll almost laugh a little bit when Gilbert suggests, like, hiding the cart. You know, this rather large cart. But you kind of watch him get to work, and he's like breaking bits off of different bushes, and kind of actually manages to cover like 2/3 of the cart that faces the road with this shrubbery, and disguise it kind of half well as a hedge. Um, Joe, I mean, I'm assuming you guys are making camp for the night, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
I will make myself a nice little bed inside the cart for when I'm not doing a watch.
Nice.
And
I
even
was
when
gonna
I'm doing a
say,
watch,
are
I will
you guys
hide in the
taking
cart.
watches, or are you just all zonking out?
Can I just check the area for any signs like wildlife or anything?
You certainly can. For wildlife, you could do perception or nature or survival. I'll let you do any of them. I'm feeling nice. You don't find much in the way of like anything living nearby. You see what you think could be a few like tracks from some kind of like land creature, but it's tough to tell what they might be. And you certainly hear like some birds and stuff flying around in the trees. But you don't find any impending doom.
Nice.
Uh,
I'm gonna make my bed actually up in one of the trees nearby, or if like the closest tree, basically. I find it surprisingly comfortable up in the trees, given I'm a bird folk.
yeah.
I like
What a
being up high.
shock. Haha.
When I get up there, I kind of look down and realize I'm higher than something. I'm like, ah,
So yeah, there is a like sense of calm almost that washes over you when you manage to get up to like more of a height than you were, and
yeah.
yeah, a nice amount of peace that kind of falls over you.
Absolutely. And
Uh,
can I try mark a ration as well?
yeah, yeah. Um, is anybody taking a watch, or are you guys all just kind of sleeping? It's up to you guys.
I will happily take the first watch while I was just sat in my little
I want to
in my little
sleep
cart.
only because of rest for when I'm for the next day for the llamas or horses, whatever.
Llamas.
Could have I been
What's
sleeping while I was in the cart while we were travelling?
I mean, you probably could have taken the equivalent of like a short rest in the cart. It's not like the most comfortable thing in the world that everyone could lie down, so you probably can't take like a full long rest. But you could probably have had the equivalent of getting in a short rest.
That's alright. I was thinking maybe I could have just slept in the cart while everyone's travelling.
Yeah, no, I mean it's not a huge cart, and it is like rickety kind of uncomfortable wood. You would struggle to actually get comfortable enough to have like restful sleep.
Alright. I will take a first watch.
Cool.
And
How
after
long are
then
you
I'll
taking for a watch? Obviously, everyone needs 8 hours to have a long rest.
I will do maybe like a. Is anyone else doing a watch, or are they? We
I'll
got
do
any
a
outs
watch.
or anything?
What's a watch?
I think tells the time, doesn't it?
So nothing attacks us while we're all asleep or kidnap us like we were when we all met.
I'll take watch after a long rest.
I look around in my tree and say, "What's going to attack me?"
I mean, I can just stay up through the night and sleep while we travel the next day, if you want. Whatever.
I think Jake was saying that's hard to do because the cart is too uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
I think, well, for a lot of you, it would be quite uncomfortable. I think there are certain people where it would actually be not too uncomfortable.
Well, if
but-
everyone wants a long rest and we're going to do watches, we're here for 16 hours, right?
It doesn't have to be
No,
8 hours
10
in,
hours,
in a
right?
row, right?
I think technically
rules
it
as
does,
written it
but
is, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, really?
I'm
Okay.
happy to like rule it myself as like,
I'll take a long rest and take watch.
yeah.
Wasn't
Like,
there? Do we have an elf that only needs 4 hours sleep?
I do believe one of you is an elf.
Yeah,
I can't remember who. I'm a halfling, so.
It's Erin. I can't remember. I don't know if Erin because Erin's a slightly different type of elf, right?
Yeah, I'm different elf. Hold on. Let me have a look.
What
I
are you? I can't remember what
believe,
you're called again. But can you still trance? I
I
don't know.
believe he still has the trance.
Trance,
I think
cool.
that, yeah, that is a just standard elf.
Elf
Every
thing.
elf race gets that. So
Cool. Yeah. Well, what are you again? I've forgotten what you are.
I'm an Eladrin.
Eladrin. There we are. Thank you. The cool elves.
yeah, so like that's doable. Obviously, with one of you having only needing 4 hours for a long rest. Once that 4 hours up, the rest of you can be asleep and they can take a watch.
Yeah.
So that's still 12 hours, isn't it?
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
suppose once we stop, if we stop at like 8 o'clock, whatever, like the long rest that still counts. Oh no, yeah, long rest still counts for like doing things like making camp or eating food and stuff, right? You can still long rest whilst eating food.
Yes. Yeah. It's just no like strenuous activity. So like once the camp's set up, you just have to basically
I
not
guess if
do
we stop,
anything strenuous for like 8 hours.
if we stop at like 6 or whatever, and then like bed down and like chill at 8, like spend 2 hours making camp, then from 8 till midnight, Aaron can do his long rest. Whilst we all stay up, probably chatting or whatever, and then at 12 o'clock when he gets up, we can go to sleep, and then get up at 8 o'clock the next morning.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have made camp and it's probably just before 7, and your camp is all set up.
Yeah,
So
we do that. Okay, fine, 7 to 7 then, but that works.
Do I take a long rest now then?
are you taking your long rest first? Yeah. So for the first
Yeah.
4 hours, anyone that is paying attention and keeping watch, so to speak, do you want to make a perception check?
I mean, I'm staying awake. I guess is that we're just chatting on a campfire, right?
Yeah, if you're trying to keep an eye out, then
Have I gone the
Then-
same bed the same
no.
time as Erin, and then just got up 4 hours later? Then I do the watch with him at the end.
yeah, you can do.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I don't
So
understand. I don't understand the danger that we might be in, so I don't bother looking. Not
Well,
well
that's
enough.
right, because Brannon is on it, and he keeps an eye out whilst for the 4 hours of like Erin's watching the first half of Gilbert's watch. Nothing really jumps out at you though. You're all good. You kind of managed to stave off any trouble with your magnificent disguise of your cart being a hedge. So yeah, you get a long rest, Erin. The rest of you guys can obviously start a long rest. And Erin, if you want to make a perception check for me, quick, when you get up from your long rest, just for the rest of the
Alright.
night. Nice. Well, you get very distracted. There's like a bird flying around your camp, and it's it's weird. It reminds you a little bit of like what you imagine like home would be like. And you get a bit sidetracked and go off into a bit of a daydream. Um, Luckily, nothing tries to attack you in the night. You manage to get through because random dice rolls. Haha. Yeah, you manage to get through all right without any trouble. So everyone can take a long rest if they need to. Obviously, use up rations for the day if you haven't.
Would that be 2 rations gone or 1?
One since you left.
Which I'm pretty sure I already done. Yeah, I have.
I'll say I think possibly you guys won't have used anything that requires an actual long rest happening, but yeah, you are set for your next day of travel. Okay. You're you guys are up at pretty much sunrise, and
As the sun's rising, I climb right to the top of the tree as far as I possibly can, and I'm quite nimble, right? So I like. In
Yeah.
fact, if you want to make me roll, I can roll right
you
to
can,
the top of the tree.
yeah, you can
Out
make
of
an
the top.
acrobatics check if you like.
Come on, please don't be terrible.
Yeah, it's enough to climb a tree. It's
I climb out kind of out of the canopy into the and like as the sun's rising, like
yeah, and you
give
watch
some
this
yeah.
beautiful sunrise come up over the top of essentially you could see the Panumia mountain range in the distance. You see the sunrise kind of come up over it in the distance, and it is beautiful.
Yeah, woohoo! I shout.
Yeah. I'm assuming you guys pack up camp and set off for travel for the next day, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. Do you guys want to is it the same two of you on the mules again, or is someone else taking control of the cart?
I would actually go to assume the same seat I took last time. It's almost opposite, that's okay, but I will go.
Sounds like it's fine. Um,
Is Sean going back in the same seat?
Yes.
Cool. So yeah, you guys you travel up the road, and you travel for a few hours to 4 or 5 hours at this point. You get to about midday, and you're going along this road, and suddenly there's this big dip, almost like a pothole, in this kind of quite well carved path. And like the cart kind of jolts down to one side with the weight already being kind of displaced to one side of it. It does like a big jolt, and the mules kind of pull in the opposite direction. Can you guys make either again one of you with advantage, or each make an animal handling check to see if you can keep the cart from running off?
Should I do the same one with advantage again as per usual?
If you'd like. Yeah, why do I bother trying to get you guys right? Yeah, and you manage to kind of the mules themselves kind of almost panic and look like they're about to try and bolt as this cart kind of turns. You manage to steer them back, and the cart kind of like straightens up, and kind of the weight readjusts itself slightly. You and Sean both kind of shuffle slightly along the bench, slightly to the left, so that he's more central, and kind of manage to continue the rest of your travel with little issue, making it about what, 8. You get about 8 hours travel. You're about here on the road. You figure you're about an hour and a half or so away from the bridges across Burma. I also think I might have hilariously miscounted my squares when I was counting the distance. If that's 2 days.
I make it like 4 days travel. If
Yeah,
it's
I'm
how
not
fast we're
quite
traveling.
sure how many squares I managed to count, because I somehow got to about 70, and that's definitely too many squares.
Yeah. I'll make it like 30 squares.
Oh wait, I remember what I was doing. Each square is 3 miles. I was counting up in threes, and then decided that was hours, not miles. That explains it. Um, yeah. So after 8 hours of travel, you've ended up about here, about an hour and a half travel away from the bridges across the River
Oh, so this
Burmah.
is like basically the end of the day, right?
I mean,
Oh, that's only 4 days
it's about
travel, right?
it's about 3 o'clock.
But that's
When
still only
you
be 4 days
get
travel up to Watford, not 7 days.
yes, yeah,
Okay, can I? I'm gonna just readjust my rations
yeah, that's
slightly.
fine.
How much were they again?
That's my bad. They are 5 silver each.
5 silver each. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go for like, let's go with like 6.
Oh no, Sam, are you making me Twitch famous?
Huh? Have I done?
I just saw you posted that you were live streaming.
Oh, did I? I didn't intend to.
You are live, apparently. I don't know. If
Oh,
you
I know
still
I'm
are.
live because I'm testing some audio stuff. I'm here, but I didn't intend to post anything. No.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was posted in the general
Yeah, it's
chat, I
posted in
think.
the general chat.
Oh,
Yeah, the
it
the
might do
bot
that
posted it.
automatically. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh,
posted
oh
ages
yeah,
ago.
Me6 has done it. It's obviously set up to ping whenever you go live. Fair enough. But yeah,
Really
you
cool
guys.
because Sam's got his camera on this one, but he hasn't got it on.
Oh,
This
is
one?
that why the camera's not on? Okay, that makes sense. It'll probably
On
get
the
all
other screen, I can
confused
see
otherwise,
Sam's
won't it?
face.
See all the secrets that he's sending me all the time, you know. But yeah, I mean, you guys have been traveling for about 8 hours. It's up to you if you want to push your mules. They can probably go for a couple hours more, but you are risking them potentially like having to make con saves or whatever to avoid exhaustion. It's up to you
I
guys.
recommend not doing that. But again, other people can have opinions. What
Are
does
we
Sean
going
want
to
to do?
stop near the water, near the lake?
No, we didn't quite get that far. We're very close to it, but I think we did you say an hour and a half away?
You're about an hour and a
Yeah.
half away from like the bridge across the lake. You're in like a bit of a forested area at the moment, but if you travel not far down the path, it will soon open up, and you'll probably be able to get an eye of the lake. It's up to you it's up to you guys how much further you want to push on. Obviously, being on the bridge, it's like a few hours worth of travel at least on the bridge. It's like a 4 hour walk across it. Um, so it's up to you guys if you want to stop before you get there or try and push through to it or whatever.
Through the bridge in the morning, I reckon.
Yeah, Sean, what do you want to do?
What everyone else wants to do. Continue.
No, come on, you can have an opinion.
I don't really mind. Honestly, I don't mind what we do. I don't mind what we do.
Somebody's got to make a decision. That's all I'm saying. Not on me to make the decision, unfortunately.
Indeed. Well, I've already said
Well,
what
let's
I
just
think
make
like we
camp
should
then.
do.
Camp.
Yeah.
Big camp.
That's fine. You guys can do that. Are you guys just kind of doing the same thing again? Just like
Yeah. I'll continue
sorting
doing
out
the
some-
same thing again with bushes.
I find a nice tree.
That's absolutely fine. I sort-
I take a long rest.
Yeah. So how are you guys sorting out? Who's are you doing the same as last night? Aaron's going for a
I'll
4 hour
go
rest
sleep at the same
first.
time, and then I'll wake up
Okie
like
dokie.
early. Do
Um,
the finish of him.
So the three of you that are not resting straight away, can you make a perception check for me?
This time round, I'm still paying attention, but not. I'm paying a bit more attention than last time, so I've noticed, but maybe not as much attention as I should be paying still. So I won't make one because
It's fine. Sean, if you are paying attention, you're welcome to make a perception check.
Okay. No more.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, so Erin, you're not actually going to get a long rest just yet, unfortunately. Because about 2 hours into your trance, Sean, you actually, Brandon, you start to pick up on some kind of noise. Sean, you hear coming from the forest, kind of. You guys have found a little bit of a clearing in that, and from the forest behind you, you hear some like footsteps approaching. What do you want to do?
I warn Brandon about it. Or whoever else is awake. Oh god.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment it is you, Brannon, and Scritch are all awake.
Well,
So-
I warn everyone else who's awake.
Cool. It's just footsteps you can hear, yeah?
Yeah, you kind of faintly hear them in the distance as well after he points it out. There's definitely something in the distance.
When you warn us, do you warn us loudly or quietly?
Quietly.
Okay. Unfortunately, I go, what? Loudly, because I don't know what's happening. But I will kind of scramble down the tree.
No worries. Just set something up quick. If I do, I think I can do this. Hoping. Has that worked for you guys? Can you see this? I found a nice background of a campsite for you.
I'm in a tree, and there's the right number of tents.
I know. I thought it worked out quite nicely when I opened it up. Actually, it was okay. There is one too many horses, but we'll just ignore that. It's fine. But yeah, you guys are kind of gathered round, and you hear from off in this direction over here. You hear some noise coming. It sounds like at least a few sets of footsteps. Are you guys doing anything in response to this, or?
Can I make a stealth check to try and like sneak up into the bush area myself?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, go for it. Beautiful stealth bonus. Yeah, awesome. That's pretty good. Anybody else doing anything?
I'm asleep still.
You are currently passed out in the back of a cart. Aaron is currently inside their tent, prancing.
So I'm going to climb down and kind of just like go up to, I guess, just Sean now because Brandon's disappeared, and just kind of go like, find out what's going on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm down the tree, kind of, somewhere in the campsite, maybe here actually.
Yeah. And as you come down and kind of ask, what's going on? Were you moving from where you were, Brannon, or were you hiding in your
Yeah,
tent?
my intention's just like move towards the noise, like yeah.
So say there's a big like hedge and rock around here. You hide around there somewhere?
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah. The noise is coming from down this direction. So, but yeah, as you kind of move down from the tree and walk over, you actually spot a group of. If this should work. Think you can see them? A group of what looks to be a couple of bandits, or a few bandits, and what looks to be one of their. They have like a dog with them, a mastiff, with them, kind of making their way through like the tree line, towards your clearing.
That dog is so big on the token, it's like Clifford.
It looks absolutely massive, isn't it?
Is he just Clifford?
It is just a big red dog. But yeah, I guess I will roll they look like they're coming through the pubs. I'm gonna roll initiative for everyone.
I killed the dog. I
They
want to keep
haven't
the dog.
they
and
haven't
tame it.
specifically spotted you guys, so to speak, but just to keep things kind of in turn order,
I want to
I
tame
will
the dog.
roll an initiative for everyone.
You totally can.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, let's not kill it, and then I can have a pet.
You can.
We
Especially
can
with
have a
animal
pet.
handling skills, you might be able to actually. You might be able to tame it.
Oh, I want it.
That would be so cool.
That'd be funny. Pet dog. Doable.
Yeah.
Um,
Just the barbarian and his pet dog is.
So yeah, like up first is
You haven't rolled initiative for any of us. Only
have I not
them.
rolled you guys? Oh, I clicked my magic button. It didn't work.
Oh, I think I can roll it myself.
1 second. I can
I
just
roll,
click.
you can just roll it yourself and click yourself.
Yeah, I know. I have a magic button that's supposed to roll initiatives for everyone, but it didn't.
Oh,
So yeah, Aaron, you are currently
effort.
asleep. So is Shifty. So you guys certainly aren't doing
I
anything.
never rolled.
Wait, what do you mean?
I didn't roll initiative.
No, I rolled it for you. I just clicked
Oh,
the button for you.
was
You
trying
rolled
to
very
find
well,
it.
to be fair. But you are currently asleep.
Yeah.
So yeah, the bandit captain kind of gets to the edge of this clearing that you guys have camped out in, and he kind of puts his hand up. You can see Brannon and Scritch, Sean can see as he puts his hand up. He goes up ahead. You just hear him kind of say to his friends that are with him, and kind of step around this way. I believe this other bandit is going to follow him around here. Sean, it is your turn. Is there
Can
anything
I?
you're doing?
Wow. What? When is it activate rage again?
You can activate rage as a bonus. So
They might
Yeah.
not want to fight you. You don't have to fight everything.
yeah,
might-
like
they
obviously
might just
I've put it into initiative. That is purely just so that everyone gets a turn at doing something. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fight or anything like that.
But I want to keep the dog,
It
and
is up.
they won't
It
let
is
me.
up to you to interpret
They
it
wouldn't.
however
They
you
wouldn't let
like.
me keep the dog if we just leave them.
You could tell them that we're going to kill them, and if they don't give us the dog, they'll die.
Okay.
Alright,
Or you
Scritch.
just kill them. It's fine. Like you attack them, it's fine. I'm not saying you have to not attack them. I'm saying that there are options other than attacking. It's up to you which you want to do. You can do whatever you think your character would do.
Bloody cat!
What's
Keep
my
going in
move?
the way. Keep going in the
30
way.
feet.
Stupid thing.
You can't enter our campsite, matey. I'm sorry.
Oh, you just straight up fighting him, yeah?
It's a very
Yeah.
polite way to say it when you're raging.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna hit him for 8 points of damage. And you kind of charge at him with your axe and just take a
Yeah.
swing. And he kind of looks a bit taken aback in the fact that he kind of expected to kind of catch you guys by surprise, I suppose. And kind of takes this kind of slash across his shoulder from you.
What are you
Anything
gonna
else
do now,
for your
huh?
turn? You done or?
I'm gonna say, what are you gonna do now, huh?
And he goes, "Come, gee, lads, attack! Go, go, go!" You hear him call out.
Cool.
Scritch, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to Erin's camp. Like bash on it. I mean, Erin's sitting in the doorway, so I can't really like quite. I guess I stand over there. Yeah. And then like bash on it, like open up and say, "Quick, we're being attacked." Wait, what was that noise for?
That's just me rolling dice, don't I?
Okay.
Don't worry
It
about it.
also came out it was my turn suddenly. I was like, wait, it was my turn.
No, you're all good.
10. What's my movement again? I forget what it is. It's
You're a mark.
Well, I can't
It's like
see
a
it.
million feet.
50 foot. Cool. So
What?
10, 1, 2, 3. And then I went over to Gilbert and wake him up as well. And obviously, because I'm doing the waking up, I don't think I've got time to actually attack. So
No,
that'll
it's
be enough.
probably your action to wake those guys up.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
but yeah,
I agree.
the two of you are kind of brought out of your state of sleep by Scritch.
So yeah, that'll do. And I won't move any further. So I'll just do that. That'll be my turn.
Yeah, that's cool. Brannon, you are up.
Cool.
What is thou doing?
I will let loose a short bow on the captain.
Nice, yeah. You can have advantage because you are hidden from him.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's gonna hit. It's kind of just poke out the side and just let loose one of these shots. It strikes him in the other shoulder. Kind of see him grab at it as you do, and just look over to where it came from. And he sees you, and then looks back at Sean and realizes maybe he has bigger issues to be dealing with. But yeah, he takes. Oh bloody hell! 9 extra damage.
Nice.
He's not enjoying it.
And then I will whisper sort of and gesture towards the guy behind him.
Yeah, awesome. Go for it. Yeah, 4 points of necrotic damage to him. Sean, you kind of see as you stood there in your rage, just this kind of wisp of just like shadow almost brush past the bandit next to him, and he kind of takes a bit of a hit as it passes through him.
What's this terrain around me like? What's the size of this rock? Have I got any chance of being able to hide behind it, or is it?
Yeah, you'd be able to. It's tall enough that you'd be able to like duck down and hide behind it. Definitely. Okay. And that is like a large hedge in front of you as well. Like it's probably gonna block a fair amount of view without stepping out outside it.
I'll sort of dart back behind the rock and use my cunning action to hide.
Yeah,
at least attempt to anyway.
Check. I feel like it's hard for you not to, right?
Hopefully.
You've got pretty decent stealth. Yeah, you feel pretty content that you have managed to hide yourself there.
Nice. That's it for me.
Awesome. Cool. It's this bandit's turn, who has just seen a Goliath charge into attack his friend. Oh my god, cat, stop! Do something better with your life. So he is gonna make his way down here, and seeing this Goliath, he is going to make an attack with his light crossbow that he has in his hands, and try and take a shot. And roll a natural 1. So he shoots it, and you kind of see it sink into the ground about 2 feet away from one of your feet. And he kind of just looks over. It's just like, man, starts reloading it, and that is his turn. The dog, however, is going to, on its turn, charge forward at you, and attempt to jump up at you and bite
The
you.
dog I want to tame is trying to. Oh, this is a really hard deciding.
That's better. 21 hits you, didn't it?
Stiff.
So you're going to take some damage, possibly, from that. Can't
Hold
remember.
on, am I awake?
You have been
Scritch
woken
woke
up,
you up.
yes.
Yay!
So yeah, you need to make a strength saving throw for me, please, Sean. It might have pinged you for it. It probably won't actually let you use that because I haven't got it set up right.
Yeah.
Just
Wait, how do I do it? Do I
click
click on
your sheet.
saving for
Yeah.
normal? Huh.
You are
Be nice to us.
you're just about safe. That is exactly the DC for it. So you take very little damage. Why is it not popped up with my magical damaging thing?
Because you don't earn the magical damage thing.
It's waiting for the automated saving throw, but you deleted the thing. So...
Yeah, well, that's just silly, isn't it? Oh well. So you take, it's 3 points, but you're raging, so it's reduced down to 1.
Nice.
you take 1 point of damage as it kind of comes along and just bites down on your like shin, and it tickles a little bit.
At low levels, when you're not fighting magical creatures, like rage is just silly.
It's my turn. What would I like to do?
You are not wrong.
Sorry, where's this dog?
Stood next
No,
to.
don't.
Cody.
I'll kill you if you kill it.
Cody, this is revenge for killing the boggles.
This is not a threat. I will
Different
kill you.
character,
I know it's a different character.
different universe.
Different plane
Yeah,
of
I know.
existence.
But I still don't forgive him.
No, don't kill the dog.
A very angry-looking dog, to be fair. That does hit for 4 points of damage.
I
and
shout out, don't kill the dog.
You are a rogue, so if you'd like to, you can do sneak attack. Because it does have something near it.
That's probably enough to kill it.
Do you
And the
think?
dog lets out like a whimper, like a ah! And falls to the ground.
Oh, come on. I'm so
Oh,
looking forward to
yeah.
having a pet dog in our party. I thought it was really cool.
Even Brannon draws a line on what just happened, Erin.
That is pure evil.
Yeah.
Let's mention the
I'm
other
changing his
thing.
alignment right now.
I mean, I think that definitely is a tick in like the moving towards evil column.
I'm very angry right now.
Poor dog.
To be fair, I killed a dog in the first session.
Cormac, get ready to make a new character.
I think it wasn't it a wolf.
Oh,
I
was it
already
a
have
wolf?
a new character up, so I
A
mean,
wolf's very different to a dog.
Sure. Just a big
A
one.
dog's a man's best friend.
Anything else for you, Aaron?
Not an
yeah, but I'm not a
elegance.
man. I'll start moving up.
No, you're a coward.
You're scared of it. You're scared of me now.
No, I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of Big Muscle Man.
You better be scared.
I would be. Big muscle man is exactly the definition of the kind of people I'm scared of.
Yeah.
You better be
I mean,
scared.
you're yet to kill someone.
I bet me it's like the Charlie, not Scritch.
Oh, right.
Charlie has killed someone.
Has he?
We don't need to know.
Oh,
I have not killed anybody, don't worry. That would be very bizarre.
Twitch confession.
Cool. Is that everything for you, Aaron? No bonus
Yeah.
action or anything?
no bonus action.
Okie dokie. Coming from the tree line over here, another bandit kind of steps his way out.
I feel bad now.
Yeah.
They get 30 feet of movement in there. He kind of steps. He's going to run forward to this
I
point
feel
here,
really bad.
and he's going to see the dog laying there on the ground. He's going to go no, and take a crossbow shot at you, Aaron.
No, please! No, I didn't mean it in a mean way. I just thought I thought he was trying to kill our teammate.
Yes.
That is a
Yes.
14. I believe that hits you.
That's fine.
This is so tough.
That is your armor class, yeah. Yeah, so he
This
hits
is
you
so
for
bizarre.
8 points of piercing damage.
Right.
As a crossbow bolt sinks its way into your stomach.
Okay, I still
Um,
have the.
I
confidence
feel
to-
really bad. I really want to just not killed it now.
another bandit kind of makes its
This
way
is
out
scary,
from
isn't it?
here.
I mean, Cody, it's kind of deserved. You did kill a boggle.
He's going to take a shot at Sean.
Boggles are like evil creatures, right? And dogs are adorable.
Yeah, no, but boggles are adorable to Flockler.
Well, clearly this bandit knows who killed its dog because he rolled a 3 when trying to attack Sean. So,
Wait, how many?
you're up.
2 more came out of the woodwork.
Correct.
Oh no.
Gilbert, you have been woken up, and there is noise coming from to your
Gilbert.
Calm down, everyone.
I said to
definitely
Gilbert,
heard,
I
like-
accidentally killed a dog.
I accept your decision. Dog probably deserved it.
accidentally.
You're targeting me.
Is that sleep?
Yeah. Go to sleep.
That's
That
yeah.
is brilliant.
You don't have to worry too much, Sean. Sleep like you roll dice, then you choose people within it to actually affect.
Yeah. So
Then it goes-
well, sleep is the lowest hit
Lowest
point
HP
up,
upwards.
I mean,
What
technically the dog has the lowest hit points right now.
But that'll take 0 off it, so.
Yeah. So what did you roll? 36.
Yeah.
Cool. So, I think yes. Oh, I used to do some maths. What does it do? Make them unconscious.
Makes them go to sleep.
Falls unconscious. How do you wake them from it?
You slap them in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think basically any sort of like.
Oh wait,
They take
no,
damage
not.
if someone wakes them up.
I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I guess he won't see when he dies then.
So, this bandit here falls unconscious. As does this one.
Why does the captain look like Jack Sparrow
He is.
from afar?
Spoilers. As does this one.
Is
Yeah.
Jake Partners?
Yeah, three of the bandits that have attacked you in the center of where the epicenter of that spell as it echoes out fall unconscious. Yeah, it's pretty effective.
Nice
Do you want
work,
to
Sid.
describe how your spell looks or is cast as it echoes out?
Can I just, like, shout out, shut up? Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Love
Yeah.
it. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Sean, you see like 3 of the bandits in front of you just drop to the ground. Cool. It is the bandit captain's turn, who is certainly not best pleased with this guy in front of him. So he is going to take a couple of swings with his scimitar at you. That is, yes, 20, which hits for 2 points of damage. Oh. Did that damage thing pop up for you as well, in a really weird language?
No.
Okay, that's fine then. And then he's going to take a second swing. And rolls 12 total, which does miss, unfortunately. So you see, he takes one slash and it barely breaks the surface of your just anger. And the second one just completely swings wide as he comes in with it. This bandit here is unconscious. You see
I have a
coming...
difficult decision now.
Muscles, can I remind you of something?
What?
Don't forget when you're a barbarian, you have reckless attacks.
Another bandit does step his way out of the grass over here, takes a couple of steps in, and is going to shoot his crossbow.
I'm confused. I don't understand what Sam meant then.
Barbarians, whenever you attack, you've got a choice to make your attacks reckless. It means you get to roll with advantage, but any attacks are made against you until your next turn also get advantage. But like when half of them are asleep, rolling with advantage now is big because it effectively doubles your chance for crit and makes it's advantage is equivalent to like plus 6 to a roll.
They're already on the floor.
Not to the guy that stood up in front of him, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll do that then, I guess.
You don't have to. It's just something as barbarian. It's definitely worth remembering.
It is worth
I'll do
remembering
that
you've
then.
got it.
Everyone can live another day.
The bandit that steps his way out of the tree line there, he does manage to get a hit against you for 4 points of damage total. Because they're weak as hell.
Everyone can live another day.
And then it is your turn.
Everyone can live another day, I guess.
I mean, you can do
I
reckless
guess.
attacks against him, but generally, I'm not that big of a fan of PvP.
I'm surprised it took the campaign this long.
Okay. How do I do the advantage thing then?
Holding Alt should do advantage.
Pretty, I thought you
Well,
said you were going to kill me.
I've given you another day.
Yeah,
There's plenty of
challenging.
time for that.
Oof.
Um,
Oh wow, those are
Yeah.
some rolls.
that was
A
certainly
1, a
some
3, and a
rolls.
1.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is not going to be enough to land a hit against this guy who just kind of sidesteps out the way of your axe as you bring it down in your rage.
I'm even more mad now. I wish I'd.
Anything else for you on your turn? Any bonus action or anything?
What are my bonus actions?
I have no idea. You tell me.
Certain level barbarians get 2 attacks, but I don't know. Remember what level it
Pretty
was.
sure it's level 5. I think
5.
generally level 5 is your extra attack for people.
Yeah. Unless you're a monk.
What's frenzy attack?
That is something you can do when you go into a rage. So you can choose to do a frenzied rage instead of a normal rage. It basically means you can do a single weapon attack as a bonus action whilst you're raging. But when the rage ends, you suffer a point of exhaustion.
Oh.
So it's up to you if you want to do it. I will say that you are able to do that if you'd like.
No, it's fine.
That's cool.
It's probably smart.
Yeah,
Exhaustion's pretty strong.
Exhaustion kind of. I can't work out if I like that frenzied rage mechanic or not. It's weird. Yeah, is that everything for you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really good if it's like you're fighting like right now. It'd be really good, right? Because it's like you're about to sleep.
You're about to take a rest, right? The
and it's a
exhaustion
big combat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, Scritch, it is your turn.
and like rage is something you do every single turn, like every single combat if you can. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 to here. Then I will on this dude.
One that's on the floor.
Yeah. Well, he's on the floor. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
he's
So,
asleep.
Yeah, the guys with the symbols on, they're all unconscious. They're all,
do I get advantage on it or
they're all
something?
prone. Any
do I-
melee attack against them has advantage. They are unconscious. Any hit is an auto crit.
Amazing. So I will whack it with a quarterstaff. How do I do?
You realise crits probably you can't not kill from a crit, by the way.
Is that the rules?
I'm
It's
sure
a melee attack. You can choose to make it non-lethal. It's fine.
You can always make a melee attack non-lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
But
fine
he's
with
already
that.
unconscious as well.
Yeah, he's gonna stay very unconscious after this.
So how do I do? So I want to do a quarterstaff attack, but I want to do it with advantage, but I also want to do it as a versatile. So how do I do that? I can't remember.
I want to say Alt and Shift.
So let's try Alt and Shift together. See what happens. That just closes the thing. Let's try again.
There is a verse. So there's
you have it rolling damage at the same time, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't think you can shortcut it.
Okay, let's just do it as a. Oh wait,
advantage, and we'll
there you go.
get you to roll.
Oh my goodness, there's a rubbish hit.
Well, it still hits.
Okay.
And what is it? Is it D8 for your
D8, yeah.
versatile? Yeah. So roll 2d8 for me because it's a crit.
8.
8 plus 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough to fully get him.
Oh, bonk him unconscious, and then
Kill him.
I'm gonna
Obviously, he's not.
summon my arms of the astral self on everybody.
Yeah, that gets everyone in 10 foot of you, right?
Yep. Well, anyone who I want to in 10 foot of me. I'm gonna go for everybody because actually, if they're unconscious on the floor, then I might as well just like super bonk them.
Yeah.
I think.
So what is it? Dex save, right?
Wait a second. Arms like summon. 10:30. Oh, see, dex save. Okay, so it's not on a crit, right?
No, but I believe unconscious creatures automatically fail Dex saves.
Yeah,
So-
but 2d4 is not a lot of damage, so I'm gonna actually leave the two unconscious guys unconscious and just hit the others.
What? Just do the arms still, but just only.
Yeah, on
hit.
the captain and the two conscious
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
mercenaries.
fine. So what is it? Dex save, yeah.
Dex save, yeah.
What's your DC for that?
I don't know. I don't think it tells you. That's the one thing that these sheets don't tell you is the DC. DC 13. It's actually on my
DC 13.
ability.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the captain saves. as does one of the bandits, but the other one does
Boo.
not. Do you want to roll?
I
what is
did
it,
roll some
2d4?
dice. I did roll some dice. I can't remember what it was.
Oh yeah, 9 damage. Cool.
9 damage. There you go. Take that 9.
Yeah,
No.
we'll take
Oh,
the
yeah.
9, right?
2d3. Yeah, 9. That's fine. So one
I
of them
guess
gets 9.
2d4 plus 3, isn't it? So it's 4 damage to those that save.
That was less exciting. Should have hit the
Uh,
ones on the floor.
Where's the plus
Oh.
3 from?
plus wisdom.
Because the ability
Something
just
like
says it's 2d4 damage.
It does.
I feel like it's adding
Oh,
your
really?
proficiency.
Yeah.
Well, that's silly. I will
It,
look at
it,
that.
it might be getting confused between like a normal attack with the
I think
arms.
the attacks with it does use proficiency. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just 2d4.
What was it you rolled? 6.
So it's going to be 6.
Okay, that's fine. So he should have some health back.
And yeah, and that's it. I'm done.
I am done.
That was less exciting. Oh, no, I was hoping it was 3.
This guy succeeded, so he only takes 3. Cool. Cool.
No, it's not half.
Is it not half on a Oh, I thought they took half
No.
on a success. Did
No.
they not?
As a bonus
Oh, they
action, I
just
can
take
spend
nothing.
one key to summon them. They must exceed a DC or take 2d4. That's it.
Oh, they don't take half. Oh, well, I was giving
Don't
you
take
that
half.
extra.
Yeah, no, they take half it.
Well, that's rubbish. I'll heal those guys back up then.
That's weird. I just took off a key point and it spent flurry of blows. That's very bizarre. But it's not flurry of blows. It was
No, that's cool.
arms dash yourself.
That's cool. Is that everything for you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Mr. Brannon.
Cool. I'll pop out from around this rock, and I will use a short bow on this nearest bandit.
You certainly have.
I've got advantage, but it's not going to matter, I guess, because it
I
will
mean,
anyway.
that's gonna do. Which one's that on? This injured one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna do it. He takes an arrow to the back at this point and just like sinks down onto his knees, and then face plants the floor.
I slap him with my arms and he turns around and then just goes like straight through his back.
Yeah.
And then I will wails from the grave at the one behind him.
Yeah. Cool.
Meh. Then I will dash over into the tree line over here and cunning action to try and hide in the tree line
Yeah.
if I can.
Sneaky boy is sneaky.
Nice, yeah. When I played that Tabaxi Rogue, I basically did this. It was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah. Sneaking around is fun. Yeah, you you just slink behind a tree and become one with the tree. Clearly.
I am a druid.
Is that everything
Yes,
for you?
it-
Yeah. Cool. Dead. Aaron, what you doing?
Kill the horses.
Did you say kill the horses?
Might as well. Let's kill all the other
I'll
animals.
turn around and aim at the horse.
Fine, I'll get some tokens for them.
No. It's a joke. It's a very unfunny joke. Can I step in this circle? Will I die?
Yeah, that was just. I can get rid of that circle.
Do you know
now,
what's
to be
also
fair.
an unfunny joke?
What? How I killed a dog?
Dog murder.
Yeah, there are funnier topics out there. I won't lie.
Still don't think you've got away with that, by the way.
I know, I'll die if I have to. I don't really know.
You do have advantage on the attack because he is prone, so you can roll again.
How would I roll advantage?
you
Just
do-
just roll a second.
Normally,
attack.
but yeah, just do a second one now.
Huh?
Just roll a second attack because you're supposed to have advantage. Yeah, that's better.
Yes. Oh.
Why is that not added your dex to that? Oh, I cocked that up somewhere. haven't
Are we the party with like the lowest like dice rolls ever? Like lowest hit damage dice ever? Because I'm pretty sure
Possibly.
Gilbert is like a 1d4. Aaron's a 1d4.
Yeah.
And I punch a lot, which is a 1d4. What?
I do
Some number of d4s.
kill. Kill,
I've not
please.
made my character do damage.
I did. I just get a lot. I get a lot of attacks.
But yeah, he takes. Oh, it is an auto crit, so you can roll another d4 for me.
Here we go.
Oh, I actually just gave the bandit 811 health. New big bad guys.
You also get sneak attack and crit sneak attack.
He can also sneak. No, nothing. Don't think anything is adjacent to it.
Does that have to be adjacent?
Oh, he had
he
advantage
had
on the attack, so
advantage.
yeah, he can.
Oh, right,
He
yeah.
can sneak attack.
But also, does that have to be adjacent? Because I'm within it. I'm threatening it. If that makes sense.
I believe there has to be another
Has to be
creature
adjacent,
with, like,
yeah.
adjacent
Yeah,
to it.
cool.
But yeah, you can roll sneak attack because you did have advantage on the attack.
Just murder some poor unconscious guy.
Yeah, that'll do it. As you kind of just slit his throat as you come along with your new shiny glowing dagger.
Oh,
That
low
gets a.
hanging fruit.
That gets. I look at you and feel like, what the hell are you doing?
I just look back at him with a smile on my face.
Christ, you really have turned evil, haven't you?
I mean,
This is a massive heel turn.
Is that everything for you, Aaron?
yeah, sure. Mhm,
Yeah?
yep.
Not got any other evil things you want to do?
Oh, I do have some evil things I can do actually. I'll move over to Oh no, is adjacent. So does adjacent mean like any in the? What does adjacent mean?
Any
Adjacent
square
would
next
be-
to it,
yeah,
yeah.
any square next to it.
So if I moved over here, and prepared for an attack, even though I can't prepare for attack, but I'm gonna attack it next turn. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, you're going to move there, yeah?
Yeah.
That's fine. This bandit is asleep.
Do you get some sort of save for waking up as well, or not?
I don't believe so.
No.
I can't remember how
It's
sleep
just-
works.
Got to be
It's
woken
just,
up.
it's
One of
until
them
he's either
doesn't
woken
wake up.
or takes damage.
Or like, I think it probably expires after like an hour or something as well.
Yeah,
something
or
yeah.
if
I think it might even be a minute it lasts.
It's not. It's
Nah,
not
it's gotta be
massively
longer
long.
than that.
Yeah, its duration is 1 minute.
1 minute, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
10 turns, so it's still quite a lot.
But yeah, that is a decent amount when you're in combat. So
Yeah.
yeah, Gilbert, you're up. What you doing?
Oh, I could just do the same again. Just tell everyone to go to sleep. But then that would lose concentration.
You would be in more of a chance of hitting your friends at that point.
It'd just be amusing. I'm just gonna do the same again.
Oh
Go to
no. Yes,
Oh, well, put me in it.
Okay.
I'm not
What did
asleep.
you roll?
Hannah.
35. Is it a concentration spell?
Yeah, the other one's gone off now.
It's not
Yes.
concentration.
Oh, is it not? Then he's
It
unconscious
doesn't
already.
say it is. I feel like it should be, but it doesn't say it is.
I thought it was.
Let me just double check on the actual thing. Nope, it's not concentration.
Okay, I got three people with that then that could do it on.
So it does.
Who's got the lowest health?
It ignores unconscious creatures. So this bandit is going to fall asleep. Not go invisible. He's going to fall unconscious. Which gives it. As does. Gritch.
Wait, what?
You fall unconscious.
Surely the bandit captain falls unconscious.
Nope.
He has more hit points than me.
Yeah.
And I'm uninjured. This is fucking great, isn't it?
How many hit points do you have?
Doesn't matter. What matters is he's got quite a lot, and I'm out of the game now.
Not if one of your friendly people wakes you up.
If
Well,
you're
the
lu-
two
if
people
you're-
next to him are currently bickering.
If you're lucky, Erin will come and stab you anyway. So now you're
Yeah.
an easy
Yeah, it's
target.
fine. Well, at least it's an auto crit when he does. It's fine.
You know, I almost woke up everybody last time, and I thought I'd be nice. I'll be nice to Gilbert and not waste his spell, and he pays me back by putting me to sleep. Like, I
Yeah.
just won't fucking bother next time.
Do you want me to kill you then? Switch.
Anything else for your turn, Gilbert?
Obviously not. No,
I'm so glad
Oh,
I'm
my
gonna
turn's
go
ahead
back
of
to sleep
Cormac.
probably.
I'd like to play the game.
I'm so glad
Oh.
my turn's ahead of Cormac's.
This bandit captain is going to notice that he's got 2 targets now. And
Go for big dude.
probably
Go for small dude.
go for the
Go for
small
big
little
dude.
rogue. That's a 23 to hit. So you take 5 points of slashing
I was
damage.
gonna say, if I got hit for 23, I
And
would
he
have.
takes second swing
You should have got hit for 23. It would be the best.
for 7 points of
Cody,
damage.
that dog could have killed you. You're lucky that I saved you.
He hit me for 1 hit point.
Yeah, it does a
Yeah,
total of
that's
damage.
because, what if it grew and
Jesus
became
Christ.
cliff and then like bit on your head and then ripped it off?
Yeah, you,
No, that
Aaron,
was-
you are absolutely torn to shreds by this bandit captain who did 2
No.
quick strikes across your chest with his scimitar.
Am I dead?
And you find yourself a lot closer to death
Not into
as you
PvP,
take
huh?
a lot of points
Yay!
of damage.
Yeah, not into PvP, huh?
How many points?
Uh,
do you
This
get?
bandit's unconscious. Sean, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Well, is he targeting? Can I move over to Scritch if I wanted to?
You could move
I'll
to-
sort. I'll sort Scritch that you're the barbarian with rage. Just get the attacks in.
Correct.
My final minor complaint, and I'm gonna shut up after this, is that literally that spell could have like not hit me and chose to hit me instead. It's just kind of ridiculous.
I would heal you, but I mean,
don't
I
need-
kind
I
of
don't need healing.
slashed in the chest.
I just need to play the game.
Are you doing reckless or not, Cody?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot
You
about
can
that.
roll a second attack if you are.
What, and do advantage with that?
No, it's a normal one.
Just do a normal attack because you've already rolled 1 attack. That is unfortunately not any better. I tried. Yeah, that's gonna miss. It just glances across. He's got like this leather armor across it. Just glances straight across and leaves a little cut through the armor.
What about the top
Uh,
one? What about the first one?
That misses.
You should have woken Scritch up.
Oh,
Right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Arwick Scritch Up. You have rage.
Scritch is unconscious. So it takes it to Brannon's turn.
Better wait,
No,
Scritch
he's
Up.
rich.
I'll take cunning action to dash. Fine.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Dash round here. I mean, they're all asleep other than the captain, right? So
Yeah.
it's up to you, but I'm hoping I'm still somewhat hidden. And then I'll take
Yeah,
I'll take an
definitely.
action to wake Scritch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily done. Scritch,
I'm
you
guessing-
are no longer unconscious.
I'm guessing that sleeping counts as incapacitated, right?
Sleep spell makes the target unconscious.
Yeah. Well, so my arms and stuff also disappear. So that was a fucking waste, wasn't it?
Oh,
anyway.
do they drop when you go unconscious?
Yeah. Well, it says incapacitated, whatever that means. I don't know if that has like a definition. I'm assuming unconscious is incapacitated.
Quite possibly.
Hang on.
If you're incapacitated or die. Yeah, I would assume that would be being unconscious. I could do a Google. I don't know if it is its own. I think it is. I think it is its own specific. It's incapacitated is its own condition. You can't take actions or reactions. Unconscious. Yeah, an unconscious creature is incapacitated. Yeah. So yeah, they would drop. But yeah, you are woken up by Brannon. Brannon, is that everything for your turn?
That's it for me.
Cool. Aaron, you are bleeding profusely from your chest. So what would you like to do? Yes, correct. That unfortunately is going to miss. That is not high enough to hit his AC.
Can I take a dodge and run away?
You can
Cunning action.
cunning action. Does that let you disengage?
I'm pretty sure.
You,
Does it?
you have it on your sheet, so cunning action. You can dash, disengage, or hide. So yes, you can take it to disengage if you like, and then run away somewhere if you please.
I just ran off the map. I did not mean to do that.
Yeah, you die because you move off the edge of the board.
Oh. I hide in this bush with Brandon, and I say hello to Brandon.
Yeah, I mean you can't actually hide because you've taken your action, obviously, to attack it.
I'm just in the bush now.
But you are.
I am in the bush.
You'd at least be in some kind of cover, definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bush boy.
Cool. Is that everything for your turn? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. This bandit is asleep. Shano, what are you doing, mate?
Can't sleep.
Can't sleep. I was going to, but
Hey, you might be able to get all three of them if you try.
I'll do a healing word on Aaron. And then I will slingshot
6 points.
the guy.
Nice.
Why is it? Oh, disadvantage.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, that is a shame. That is gonna miss, unfortunately. She just kind of harmlessly fling a rock, and it just bounces off the back of like Sean's shoulder, who just doesn't even notice because of his rage. Is that everything for you? Yeah.
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 I
Well,
thought he'd have had less health, the bandit. Hence I thought
no,
it
he
was on
is.
him before.
He has a fair chunk of health, unfortunately. So he is going to take a couple of swings with his scimitar against Sean. He is going to hit, but you're raging, so you only take 4 points of damage. And then he's going to take another swing because he gets multi-attack. And he's going to miss. As it just kind of glances, it just kind of brings his scimitar down. It just clashes across the side of your axe, and just like some sparks fly off. And that is that. This bandit is asleep. Sean, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to take the advantage this time.
Yeah, good idea.
It's all right. Oops.
Yes, should be.
I always forget different.
Yeah!
Oh, yes!
On.
Oh,
Alt
and that
on.
11 on the damage die as well.
Alt on.
There is nothing he can do about that.
Aaron, get ready
That
for
damage
unit.
coming through.
Get
There's
ready
a
for
big
unit.
chunk as you just sink the axe down into like his arm, and it just cuts most of the way through part of his arm.
Go on, muscles.
Wrecked. Get wrecked.
You're right, you're so bad.
Have you got anything else to do, Mr. Sean? After that glorious hit.
Cody,
Wait.
do.
Wait till my next turn. Oh, before the next turn happens, I say to Aaron, "You're up next, buddy."
Yay!
Scritch, you are awake, and there is a bandit.
Yeah, I think I'm so confused about what happened and how I fell asleep that I just spend the turn waking up and understanding what's happened. And
Yeah,
that's
that's
it.
cool. Get up from prone, all of that shenanigans. That's cool. Brannon, then. You are still hidden. Oh, what are you doing? I was hoping for another nat 20, but you know. I'll take the 5 points of damage. You can roll sneak attack as well, because you are definitely hidden. What? Oh, that's fine. I thought you said I didn't think it was hit. I'm like, is it not? Yes, you can do sneak attack. Pretty decent roll. He's looking pretty rough at this point. There's another arrow kind of sinks into the back of his shoulder, and he slumps over and looks back towards where it came from and sees like the three of you in a hedge.
Or mm-hmm.
Aaron, you're up. Oh, you can do something else, I suppose. I guess. I got carried
Mastiff's
away.
turn.
No, you can have a bonus action. You can hide or move.
It's Mastiff's turn.
I forgot that
Oh
was
wait,
a
Mastiff's
thing.
dead.
I don't get those. Yeah, Aaron, it's your turn. What are you doing, bud?
I thought it was Mastiff's turn.
What, the dead mastiff? Oh boy. That's gonna do it. Come on, he can do it.
All right.
You can roll sneak attack on that.
How is he not dead?
He has
I'm sorry.
He has 1 hit point left, so no matter
Oh.
what you roll, he's dead. Yeah. Describe how you take down this bandit captain.
I try. What I meant to do was shoot him in the heart. Yeah, but I shoot him in the eye accidentally instead. You know.
And he's not even facing you, so you just
I shoot. No, I
straight
shoot
through
like
the
his
back
head.
of
I
the
shoot
head.
his head. I go like through the skull, like through his eye.
Yeah, and Sean, as you're stood there, you take a swing down, he attacks back at you, and then he stands still, and you just see the tip of an arrow poking out the front of his head, and he just kind of
Slump.
wavers for a second and falls down to the ground. Yeah, he is definitely dead. There are still a couple of unconscious bandits. I don't know what your guys' plans are with them. But it is Gilbert's turn.
Kill them.
Gilbert's just gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah, I mean they are unconscious for the next 50 seconds. So
Yeah, same. I want to slit ones. Let me slit ones. I want it. Can I slit this one's here?
sure. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it at this point. They are unconscious. You can kill them if you like.
I got my new dagger. Bloody. Can I clean it off?
Certainly did. Yeah, there are plenty of clothes on the dead bodies that you could probably wipe your dagger on.
All right. I wipe it on the one where I shot through his eyeball.
Yeah. Cool. I will do this because this should dish out some XP. I think.
I also collect my arrows, and I pull out the ones from the dog very slowly, just in case if it's still alive. Might be, I don't know, but
it's not.
Oh.
Yeah. You guys have a small pile of dead bodies now around your camp, but yeah.
Is this murder? Mm. Mm. He's dead. He's gone.
No, I'm here. I don't know what to say.
Oh.
You just like to be silent.
Alright. I shout to Sean, so I shout to him. So when are you gonna kill me?
I'll give you a second chance, I guess.
Yes, I believe
I slit all of their throats.
This one here is technically not dead. Yeah, this one is he is at 0 hit points, but he is like unconscious, not dead.
Stab. I wasn't actually gonna stab him.
Not anymore, anyway. Cool. I'm gonna delete these dead bodies. Now I've done XP. This guy's not dead.
Yeah, I'll just tie him up.
Yeah, and to be honest, looking at the time, you give him a good tie up. The rest of you probably, I assume, make your way back to your camp. You have a tied up bandit, and you're about an hour's travel away from Lake Burma. And I think that is probably where we will leave things, considering it's 2 minutes to 10. Seems like not a bad place, unless. Yeah, no, he got cracked around the head with a stick. He's unconscious.
Yeah, but the reason why I was like a bit, crazy in this combat was because I was woken from my meditation. So I'm just annoyed that I couldn't finish it. That's why I killed a dog.
Excuses.
Trust me, I've made a note. It'll come back to haunt you, mate. Don't worry. So that fits.
Trust me,
Cool.
Aaron. This isn't the last time I won't be near killing you.
You won't kill me though. That's the thing.
You want to try?
Yeah, come on then.
Look at your character on the screen. Just look who's targeting.
And on that note, I'm going to close up the game world as long as nobody's doing anything
Ooh.
else.
I take a bow shot at Cody.
Yep, gonna close this down. Nope.
And everything's just frozen.
It misses. But yeah, we will
We will
pick
have a
back
fight
up, I
next time.
suppose, next week. Hopefully without you guys fighting each other, but you never know,